sitting up here tinkering with this shit for so long. This shit is ridiculous, bro. This is my first time ever actually this is the first time ever doing a recording. I knew that this software was capable of it, I just never fucked with it. However, I was already minding my motherfucking business, bro. So smoke it if you guys got it, drink it if you guys got it, chew it if you guys got it, and if you do that other shit, do it if you got it. All I got for you is I stumbled upon some shit, and if you see something, say something is what they used to say when I was younger, right? If you see something, say something. Y'all already know what time it is, bro. Like, there's nothing for me to say besides shut the fuck up. So, if you see something, say something, and that's what the fuck. Hey, look, I saw something. First of all, hold up. Let me get this shit together and play it so that let's just go. Let's just go.
Watching this Oliver Tree interview with Ethan Klein 6 years ago.
You're telling me they didn't expect anyone to notice that? Seriously, that seems intentional to me. The guy was a professional internet troll and performance artist. There's probably more context to this that we're actually missing.
So, Congressman Lindsey Graham has just passed away due to a mysterious illness, but right off the rip, I feel like somebody's lying. Did Russia take him out? Now, you guys may find this timeline very interesting because he just recently, before he passed, went to a Ukrainian drone facility. And I posted this. This is a timeline of everything that happened. So first he visits the drone facility in Ukraine on July 10th. Then Russia actually strikes a drone facility the same day. Then Lindsey Graham dies suddenly on the same day. Coincidence? Reports say that Russia launched 12 missiles, including 6 ballistic missiles, along with 121 drones against Ukraine overnight. Now, pay attention. This part is important. Russia Defense Ministry says its forces targeted drone production facilities in Kyiv. So my question is, how did all this happen the same day? You fly back to America only to die with this mysterious illness. The timeline is way off. Now, here's another telltale sign. The next day after all this happens, Ukraine's prime minister resigns. Yuri Syrienko, who was the prime minister who just stepped down, was only the prime minister for a year, but before that, she was the minister of the economy, which she had a choppy past as well. So reports say that she was actually on the board as a beneficiary, diverting funds for certain programs, which was a conflict of interest. Did she get a nice little severance package to withhold information or whatever went down? Because she seems to know something and now she's just gone.
Here's a fun fact for you all. Did you know that Graham was born on the 9th of July and sadly passed away on the 11th of July, just 2 days? Funny how these little numerical patterns have a way of jumping out at you once you start looking for them. You really couldn't make it up.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is that Saturn? I don't know. Is that Saturn? What's your favorite shape? What is your favorite shape? I'm gonna have to pause because here's what I got for you. You know what?
I personally trial.
Well, what we're gonna do is back that shit up. First of all, we're gonna back that shit up.
She seems to know something and now she's just gone.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact for you all. Did you know that Graham was born on the 9th of July and sadly passed away on the 11th of July, just 2 days? Funny how these little numerical patterns have a way of jumping out at you once you start looking for them. You really...
Okay, so here's what I got for you. Numbers are fun, right? I'm not gonna explain anything about what to do with them. However, here's what I got for you. Your whole being is controlled by numbers. There's frequencies, those are numbers. The music I create, those are numbers. When you start learning how to make music and read music, those are fucking numbers. Those notes are numbers. Your voice has numbers attached to it. Everything has a number attached to it. So that's why individuals start talking about we're living in a matrix or a computer system. Now, here's what I got for you as well. There was this supercomputer AI. Look, point blank period. Playing around with some shit that people done sat up there probably prayed to the moon and Saturn and shit for. Artificial intelligence. I can recall Atari, Nintendo, the original, Sega Genesis, PlayStation, Xbox, fucking. Just think about how technology is advanced. Now, where are they tapping into? I don't know. I'm not gonna rush this shit because I'm really trying to fucking channel and figure out this part and that part. There was game systems before my time. I'm an 80s baby. But some people say that they feel like time and speeding the fuck up. I just sit back and stare at shit because there's nothing better to do than just stare at shit. Now you need to protect your energy and watch motherfuckers that surround you. Because energy can be transferred like a motherfucker, I promise you that. I done seen shit that is inexplicable, okay? I mean, I could go on forever about this spiritual energy that I possess and ask for it. My name is Michael, correct? So I guess there's some archangel shit that's in the Bible has to do with that. Now, then there's these theories about you live in hell. Okay, we live in hell? Okay, there's gunshots and there is, depending on where your neighborhood is, there's Garden of Eden and then there's supposed to be a separation. There's the abyss, there's the deepest part of the ocean that no one's discovered. Why ain't nobody going to explore the ocean? Is there some shit down there that's scary? Oh, the last people that went down there, their submarine collapsed. So, you know, go Navy. I'm just saying, because there's scientists that keep coming up missing and shit. It's like, pick a day, there's a motherfucker missing. Like, God, I repent. On some Eddie Griffin shit. Like, yeah, I mean, say some shit. If you see something, say something. However, been sworn to secrecy, so that doesn't add up, right? Yeah, it doesn't add up. Nothing adds up, nigga. I promise you that. But here's what I got for you. Is more I keep thinking about shit, I'm just going to deliver instead of having to sit up here and play clown. No, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is elevate. If this is not for you, then you should go ahead and go watch the Teletubbies, bro. That's critical. Go and watch the Teletubbies, nigga, and go hide back in your shoebox. That's not what we on over here. On me, that's not what we on over here. The real is the real. Smoke it if you guys got it. Drink it if you guys got it. Chew it if you guys got it. And if you do that other shit, man, that's none of my motherfucking business. But I promise you, as I keep on watching shit, I'm going to pause and I'm going to analyze some shit from the secret perspective that I have, which I can't talk about. But there was that one time sailing off the coast of California where a bright-ass orb came out of the motherfucking water and shot into space. Light speed. Like, nigga, what was that? I don't know if God called me to go out there and witness that shit, but I'm so glad that other motherfuckers is uploading shit to YouTube talking about, look at that. I had to hold that shit in my soul for years. It's like, nigga, you crazy. You need to stop drinking. It's like, man, ain't nobody gonna believe none of this shit until niggas done started capturing this shit on camera. Oh, that's just AI. No, the AI is the fucking problem. It's like, that was AI generated. They can disclose whatever the fuck they want to. This was generated by AI. This wasn't generated by AI. So it confuses the fuck out of you. So you don't know what is real and what ain't. You don't know what reality is. Fuck that shit. Ain't that much goddamn hunger I repent in the world. Stop. You better train, sucker. Stop. Unfathomable. Fucker just ate. Oh, but they say that orange tabbies have this weird ass appetite like Garfield. Why would they create the fucking cartoon Garfield? You try to save motherfuckers, but you can't save everybody. You better save yourself first, man. That's the first thing of survival, motherfucker. You trying to do airplanes crashing and shit, little kids sitting next to you. You gonna try to save the shit before you save yourself? That doesn't add up, brother. You have to save yourself before you save anybody else. Cause boom, look at you, Captain Save a motherfucker. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest for real. With a side of vodka on me. I lost my chain of thought. I lost my chain of thought. It's so much shit that comes into my motherfucking being. And then there's distractions. You see, the devil is a bitch ass nigga. I promise you that. I'm channeling messages to develop and fucking deliver to you, is the word actually. But this motherfucking sneaky bitch, he sends in cue the music. And I really don't appreciate it. I really don't. However, hey, that's my motherfucking job. Is like, I really would love to do the tango. I really would love to do the tango. You didn't watch the last video from like probably yesterday or some shit like that. Couldn't give a whole hot fuck. You got to go find it by yourself. But there was some hidden gems in that bitch that, you know, that was live though. This is recorded. I've been wanting to record for a long time because I could be in my inner peace and shit. So for those who's like, oh nigga, don't start doing that shit. Like, no. There will be times where I can actually focus. This is me focused. And you see when I'm trying to focus, distractions. I.e. Mr. Puddlefoots, nigga. I promise you. I want you to experience my shit in real time without distractions, because me focused on, hey, how you doing? That's pulling me away from the real energy. Me personally sitting right here right now, I'm gonna do what the whole fuck I wanna do. This way you get a real motherfucking understanding of the shit that I be tapped into, and it's not like I asked for it. I was born this way, nigga. On me, the name Michael carries a lot of weight, and a motherfucker gotta have to fight the devil on me. Well, then, hey, asking you shall receive, motherfucker. I promise you that. I'm being paid to just sit here and wait for this motherfucker's fade, bro. If you're not from California, you understand what I just said, but I'm just sitting up there. I'm sitting up there just staring, bro. I promise you. I'm sitting there fucking staring. I'm trying to calm my nerves and lower my blood pressure. That was a knowledge nugget. I promise you. I promise you. There's a way to like live a real cool ass life and shit, but the hand that God dealt me was one that I promise you, it's just some other stuff. Like, is the world a prison? Because, like, I guess march on, soldier, because there's greater and good waiting for you on the other side, but you've been tasked with divine motherfucking shit. I would love to use my better motherfucking pronouns and shit, but at this point in time, I'm still gonna be a United States Navy sailor, and I will cuss and dress your ass accordingly. Copy? I want you to fucking listen, pay attention, and focus. That's my classroom. I want you to listen, pay attention, and focus. For those who have eyes, may you see. And for those who do not, get the fuck on and go watch the Pokemon show. This is not for those motherfuckers that are closed-minded. I've had to go through way too much shit, and I don't sit up here and piddle-paddle and dumb shit. When I see something, I'm going to say something, and I feel that that's divine intervention for some of you motherfuckers. But as far as I'm concerned, when I bought my first firearm, the dumbass demon behind the counter said they must like him. Who the fuck is they? We live in mines. I'm like, wow, that was a demon, and he was fired the next time I went back to that establishment. But still, I need to put the pieces together. What was that? There's been so many scenarios that have happened like that in my life. From spirits waving fingers through blinds and shit while the windows closed. I know it was windy outside, but that was probably some kind of conjuring. And then the fucking blinds in the window. Oh, and then I get notified that, oh yeah, someone died in that room next door. It's just been way too much. So therefore, I don't want y'all to just sit here and just be like, oh, my nigga done win. Smooth blown. No. I'm just going to show you without distractions the spiritual energy that is apparently attached. I don't give a hot fuck about none of that shit, and I believe that that spiritual energy understands, and with so much chaos that can occur to one's life, you have to practice discernment. Look up that word. I'm not finna spell it for you. You better ask your shit, or so much robots around here that you should be assisted by something next to you. Okay, good copy. So that's part of the plan anyway. There's a new world who? Okay, there's the pyramid, correct? Did you know that the pyramid, look, I'm going off topic. I'm gonna give you the pyramid. I'm gonna give you the fact that it's a big ass battery energy generator plus them things that we don't talk about. Tesla, night. People that learn how to make their vehicles move. That's just a backyard project, right? I'm just a nerd, and I'm just tinkering around with mechanics, and I learned how to make my vehicle run off of water. I should get an award. I don't want no recognition. I'm just chilling. You got Man over there, wherever the fuck he lives, is turning plastic into gasoline. He disappeared. He disappeared for a minute, but at least he popped back up. I don't know his name, but y'all could go look his shit up. Man turns plastic into gasoline. He's black with dreads and shit. All right, that's all I got for you. Then there's another gentleman that was unalived and shit that made his car. There's been several people that have made their vehicles run off of water. Me personally, when I was younger, I'm into science, bro. If you are not into science, you are in the wrong. Making music, that is science, bro. And your brain needs to learn what A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. You need to learn that shit. Never stop fucking learning, bro. You are on the wrong channel if you're a dumbass that just want to twerk. I will make a beat or a track for you to twerk to, but if that's all your life is about, bro, you're on the wrong fucking channel. You're on the wrong channel. Elevate your shit, bro. I get to talk like this due to the fact that there's no distractions. I want this to be a fucking cornerstone for what the fuck these channels from Tuck Beat 2, Tuck Beat 3.0 moving forward. This is called an epiphany. This is like knowledge. The channel's been about knowledge the whole time. However, there's been several distractions, and coming in here to a source and understanding that the devil was always out there trying to fuck with you, bro. You gotta motherfucking stand 10 toes down, and like, I rebuke that bitch in the name of Jesus, my nigga, and I promise you, we should probably not do things of that nature. You know what I'm talking about? But for those who have eyes, may you see. There's no fucking playing with my shit. There's no reason to act ignorant or nothing. Just have knowledge. Your knowledge will get somebody really knocked down to the motherfucking ground, and then they'll figure it out. And then if you have that wisdom and you have that inner light, then you'll know. You'll know. Because I just watch dumb shit. That's the best thing you can do, is shut the fuck up and just stare at shit. Which is what we are doing at this point in time. That Omega sign right there. Decoded. What does that shit right there mean? What does the pyramid with the all-seeing eye on my arms represent? I should take a picture of this shit and have you guys decipher what this tattoo even means. Like Egypt, correct? People coming in with motherfucking magnifying glasses trying to figure out what the fuck, what was all of that? What is all these? What are these things? Like, a lot of gangs like to use hand signs, but what about the original shit where you could like literally manifest? However, I think people are so fucking focused on the CIA's programming with the whole crack cocaine situation in Los Angeles that spread worldwide. Gang violence, Chicago had Bloods, and then Crips, and now we have cartels involved and shit, because that's a supply-demand chain, and then a lot of families was broken up due to crack cocaine. This is a greater Los Angeles area. Whoop. All right, so that's all I got for you. I don't want to go too deep into that. You do your own motherfucking research, but maybe I will go into it, because if nobody's talking about it and can explain it in such of a broken down level where people can understand, then perhaps maybe I should, without distractions. The live is bomb. You see how I was interacting live and shit? But now I done fucked around and found out that I could just sit in inner peace and just be like, let me tell you what I'm trying to talk to you. Hey, how was it? No, none of that. So I hope that you guys appreciate that and throw some comments and let me know if you want more deep shit rather than me just sit up there entertaining and playing the clown song. Because we just chilling and having a backyard barbecue. I hope my ribs ain't burning. If you want some more real shit, then we can connect like this. Because this is like Beat Me 911. And I'll let you know what's up. There's still shit I can't talk about. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to keep it 1,000 with the government. Okay? Because there's no breaking that contract. I signed every contract. we don't have enough time in this motherfucking shit right now for me to tell you that it's not like I'm on, yep. Take everything with a grain of salt, and I'll drink to that. For those who have eyes, may you see, but just know that I'd rather, somebody need to tell me what that ball of light that flew out and why we don't know nothing about the ocean, and I served all over that bitch. What a motherfucking, what are you, a conundrum? I don't know. I serving over the ocean my whole fucking career, and we all got questions about what's in the deep six. We all got questions about what's in the deep six. Oh, and that says shellback. Go look it up. Matter of fact, Alexa. Here, I got you. Alexa, what is a shellback when according to the United States Navy?
A shell bag in the U.S. Navy is the sea bag handed to junior sailors. It holds their uniform items, PT gear, hygiene supplies, a water bottle, a laundry bag, and the Blue Jackets manual. Sailors in the 3 lowest pay grades must keep it ready for inspections at any time.
Now, Alexa, I really appreciate that information.
What would you like to know about shell bags now?
I would like to know what a shellback Navy sailor is.
A shell bag or sea bag is the sturdy
Alexa,
nylon bag.
Stop. You are misinterpreting a G for a CK. Okay? Alexa, I need you to understand that I'm not saying shellback spelled SHELLBAG. You need to focus on what a SHELLBACK is.
A shellback is a sailor who's crossed the equator and earned the trusty shellback title through the crossing the line ceremony.
Whatever the fuck she just said. Run this shit back and go look at the whole fuck up. And then figure out, I'm naval intelligence, bro. Sometimes it feels like everybody's watching. Not only you, but me. Obviously, I'm a token thing over there somewhere with the thing with Snowden and shit. Me personally, I'm just chilling. I ain't got nothing to say because there is nothing to say besides the fact that if you see something, fucking say something. I don't want to lose your motherfucking interest if I already haven't. You feel me? But for those who have eyes, may you see. This is a gentleman's club. This is a gentle ladies club. This is for it's above the elites. Whoever you consider to be elite, you are in watching a television show. Distractions. Watch my right hand while my left one's tickling your asshole. I'm between all that. I'm what the motherfucking people don't want me to be talking about. That's why I have to say stupid shit. This is the shit you be watching in movies, brother. So you shut the fuck up. Basically, just shut the fuck up. Which I'm not having a great, because if I see something, I'm gonna say something. So now that I'm done kind of ranting and shit, I don't even know where time went. See, now when you actually pray, You need a silent space, bro. Monks. You see what just happened? I don't even know if you was watching. I don't even know what you saw or what happened, but I could hear it. And that's the levels that I be on. I don't play around with these motherfucking entities. I mean, Lord willing, I've been green lighted to go on. Anything that forms against me, no weapon shall prosper. I've been given that divine motherfucking message, and it's like you have a phone and you like, I'm not even listening. And it's like, yeah, I got voice messages that are backed up. It's like, I thought you was tuned in. I am, but the message is coming so much where it's like, damn. Okay. So I'm talking to you now in silence, but downloads from God and the Most High must have. Let's not talk about it. How about we just figure out what the fuck these niggas want to say? Because here's what I got for you. I don't give a fuck how much of a thuggish, ruggish bone or a vato you want to be. Everybody done found out about the Bible. Let me just go ahead and read this last post I just posted. Then I'll get back to y'all here in a second. My last post on Facebook, and it goes to Twitter, and it goes to Twitter's threads. It says, and this is Friday, July 31st. Right now, this is 6:35 a.m. This was posted 1 hour ago, and it says, because I be tapping into energy. You not know how good it feels to actually sit in peace. You know why niggas like to sit in peace without a nagging ass nigga or nagging bitch, whatever, however it resonates. A nagging ass bitch in the background. It's like they're sucking off your energy and shit. They're sucking off your energy, and I had to figure out what the fuck was going on, because I could have sworn I was just a nice ass nigga that was like whoop whoop. But then to learn, I don't know why my peoples told me not to fuck with psychics and spiritual beings. I'm a chosen one. I had to learn the hard way. I'm a chosen one. No wonder I'm sitting here just getting paid to sit on my ass, because I'm supposed to be trying to deliver a fucking message through the divine energy, but I was sitting next to a fucking demon. People over here questioning shit like, hey, where'd that demon go? It's like, yeah, your fucking name begins with a D. Excuse the French out of me, bro. I'm just saying, like, if that's your energy, do you. Just don't try to do me, bro. Just don't try to do me. I mean, let that shit resonate and sizzle and shit. If you know how to cook. That motherfucking electric crockpot pan thing, motherfucking thingamajigger just fucking came. Copy? So I'm gonna plug that shit in and cook something with it. I don't know if I'm gonna do that shit live like I used to do and show you like how to get down. You feel me? Like, I want you to feel the authenticity of the channel and all those here forward. Alright? I wanted you to know about survival skills and firearm ownership and all types of situations and shit that we can come across, because of the way that time might be collapsing on itself, and stop playing with CERN. There's so much things that a human being can do, and it's so sad when it's directed in towards negative energy, and you start shaking chickens and cutting people's hair and saving it and going to you got people that have documented people being possessed. I promise you, if I was, and I'm not that person, but I promise you, since I'm already tapped into energy, I feel like I'm free to say this. It's just that we're commanded by laws, your government. Who's supposed to be controlling you? Shouldn't you be able to walk in free will? Nope, not when there's laws and justice and shit. Because I promise you, if I came across somebody that's shaking and frothing at the mouth, I'm gonna obviously try to see, hey, are you okay? Obviously, and do as much first. Oh, okay, apparently. So then we have to start thinking about cognitive issues. Because the first thing is not to just put a fucking straitjacket on the individual. Perhaps it could be possessed, and that's where there's pastors that come and sprinkle that holy water. And it's like, so then you start thinking about, well, there is more to life than what the fuck. Your illusions is watching MTV and BET and VH1 all day and Travel Channel and shit. I'm not advocating against it. I'm just saying you can use your time more wisely. My time, like I just said, is me going to said channel and learning new recipes and shit, because it would be great to go into a culinary school, but I chose audio and music production. Some chef is a story. Some chef, just private chef, was put his resume on whatever chefs.com for private chefs. And apparently some wealthy family wanted to hire him as their private chef, but apparently when you heard it or no? Apparently, so he goes. I guess he goes to do this interview, and I guess he goes and hires or shit. And apparently, they got a special menu that they want, special proteins, something about the kids. It was weird. I don't know. I mean, when you tap into energy, you would know. I'm trying to give you the vibe more than the story, because you can go look it up probably by yourself. I'm more so into giving you energy, and you know what I'm talking about. See, I'm spiritual that way, and I fuck with energy. That's what music is energy. So if your ass started dancing one of the tracks, well, you're welcome. Or if you didn't like it, well, it probably wasn't on your vibe. You know what I'm talking about? But to be in a creative space in what I would consider to be my motherfucking bubble at this point, just like a music studio, if I had a house up ground, my studio would probably be at the bottom of my house, way deep down in the earth, where there's a room above it, a room above it, a room above it, a house, and then a house, and then a house, and then the house that's sitting on top of it. For those who have eyes, may you see, and you would understand why a whole vaulted doors is important. I don't want you guys to sit up here. I'm using all my energy right now while I'm in a space. It's because people make movies and shit talking about the zombie apocalypse. There's different adverse conditions going on with weather. You got Mr. Facebook. He went to where I serve my country in Hawaii, where my nothing is. And then we sit up there and he's going to build a bunker, and then he wants to put a bunker inside of a bunker. I wonder why. If the bunker wasn't enough, I need a bunker inside of the bunker, deeper. I'm on that same time, okay? I'm on that same time, but I have my own specific reasons. Good copy. I enjoyed the fact that people were sending money to the channel. If that's in your heart, then I appreciate it. Go and do so. I'm welcoming that, because I've been already told, like, low-key, perhaps without distractions, maybe it was in your heart to do it, but I just was in such a fucking distraction that I wasn't willing to accept no shit like that, because it just felt like, well, I'm already coveted. Like, bro, like, do what the whole fuck your heart feels. How about that? And I don't know, but I just wanted to address that because that shit just came to me. That shit just came to me. I like watching more so females do psychic readings, but I have this shit within me, so you get more concentrated me. The fact that I can sit up here with no fucking distractions and some thug juice. You could get the real shit is more connected. And I bet you this is what most motherfuckers wanted in the first place. Without fucking distractions, nigga. Person. Excuse my French. I'm from California, Pasadena to be exact. And then there's Inglewood involved in it, and Gardena involved in it. There's a lot of shit involved in it. But however, that's neither here nor there. California lives within Californians. If you know, you know. It's something about the women, weed, and weather. It's something about the beach being right there. It's something about it's finna float the fuck off, nigga. All them fucking earthquakes you got. Are you good, bro? All them fucking earthquakes. Are you straight? Niggas doing the topsy-turvy in the middle of a business interview or shit. Like, man, yeah, that's just Cali. That's why we have lowriders. Set that shit on earthquake mode and drive down the street, you won't even feel nothing, right? I don't know. I never owned a lowrider, but yeah, trust me. we don't talk about the blessings that are about to be bestowed upon those things that think, and then for those who have eyes, may you see. And for those who have divine energy and you're not denying it, I believe we tapped in on a motherfucking pineal gland level. Not calcified. My pineal gland, I'll be treating that bitch with Ajax, pine salt, bleach, chlorine, Clorox, and do a soft scrub with nature's water. Tears. Not on camera. I don't really cry that much. However, there's a cat and a dog, and I read off all the allergies, so yeah, let that shit flow. Clean your eyeballs. Can you see? Can you see? I want you to right now. Let's do it all together. Let's go. Let's go. Look. Go like this. Just go ahead and get that nasal passage together for real. And push into your nose like a triangle. Pull them out. Do that shit real quick and tell me what the fuck just happened. And then wipe it away. Probably called clearing your tear ducts, but you just tell me if you've done it or if you did it. Do it. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna do this shit one more time. I'm just taking my thumbs, bro. I guess this is if you like a weak ass fighter or some shit, but anyway, you just wanna take your thumbs and push them shits in the corner of your motherfucking eyes right there where you get crust and shit when you wake up. You know, you get crust over here, you get crust right here. Some people have shit, I done seen people wake up, it's like, you must have been in a good sleep. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, knuckle depression into those little corners right here. Push in, kind of twist and push out and up and out. You'll notice your vision get clear for a few seconds and you see everything very clear. If you do it right, you will see everything clear for a few seconds, and then the matrix slowly pushes back in and you're back to like, yeah, what the fuck was that? One time, y'all think I'm crazy. Nah, nigga, I'm trying to show you something for free 99. Take your bucket, yeah. Post it in the fucking comments if you fucking did it and you felt like, oh, I see what he was talking about. I'm just sitting up here. I mean, look at my dirty nails and all, bro. That's how you know it's real. I've been gardening outside, man. I'm probably rubbing fucking micro bugs in my eyes, but it doesn't matter. Because Adam and Steve, Adam and Eve, this bitch should have never bit that apple. Now we all fucked up. But anywho, this is your view. I don't know what this is doing for you, but I'm just trying to show you how I have my shit. I'm gonna put these bitches in the corner of my eyes, like this. Y'all just focus, nigga. Push in. I'm pushing in towards my cheekbones. And I'm pushing in, and I'm slowly pushing that fluid, or whatever that is, out towards where the other side is, which is most likely clearing your ducts. Whatever mucal buildup is there, probably clearing that out. But when you clear that out, give it a couple blinks, close tight, open your eyes, and just look at what you see for a few seconds. I got way the fuck off shit, but if you see something, say something. Copy? I done lost my chain of motherfucking thought, but let me just read this shit again, just in case. Because my brain is scatterbrained. There is so much shit to do sitting on your ass. There is so much shit to do. Garden. Anyway, your standard room comes with a telephone, soap, lotion, washcloths, towels, shampoo, hair conditioner, tea, coffee, coffee maker, plastic, paper cups, sugar, creamer, a safe, mini fridge, directory, do not disturb door placard, hair dryer, microwave, television, remote control, ironing board, hangers, etc. All right? People steal a lot of these items on vacation. How many people have stolen a Bible? Question. Is it stealing? You paid for the room. That's not your property. Your choice. I don't think that I read that to you. So that's that shit. Answer honestly, probably. I don't know. Let's read it again, because I when I channeled that message, I could see myself when I was on vacations a lot of times, even when I just came back from Hawaii. Put your conscience into this statement I'm about to say. Like, really tune in, tap in. Like I said, this channel's not for those who are on that okie doke bullshit, bro. This channel is for people that are really tapped in and don't want to get their 5 seconds of fame by promoting a channel or saying derogatory statements in the chat and getting kicked out by what do you call them, moderators and shit. This ain't that channel, bro. And I think the people that follow this channel already understand that, because I'm a no-nonsense ass nigga. Excuse my motherfucking French. I'm a sailor till I die, bro. We don't even talk about that neither. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like really Malcolm X energy, real type, like motherfucking, like, let's get higher knowledge. Let's go back to the pyramid, bro. The shit that was taken Egypt and shit. There's more countries than just Egypt. How did the pyramids is in China? Pyramids is in South America. Pyramids is all over the place, and I'm about to build one in my front yard. I don't know why, but it's telling me to do it, just like it's telling me to do it. So it's like, whenever I feel like doing it and the desert stops deserting, I bet you them niggas back in the day didn't say, well, the desert gotta stop deserting. I'm just fast forwarding to the fucking future where air conditioner exists. And I'll be damned if I go out there doing what the fuck happened that those folks that built my motherfucking pyramid would be. That's what they probably committed a crime. It's probably slaves. Now, I have one candidate that I think that would really qualify to help me build my pyramid, for trying to steal so much energy from me and not contributing back to the factor besides clown fucking foolery. If you know, you know, and for those who have eyes, may you see. However, I've been no nonsense this whole time, but I can play the victim if you want me to. How much does that shit pay? Alright, bet. So yeah, let's not try to fuck with a real Taurus. Let's really not try to fuck with my stars and all my energy, bro. Let's like really try not to. It's because first of all, I could be polite, but then there's times where I just feel like I'm having a bad day. I want to make an example out of you, and it's gonna be bad. This way everybody understands, well, you probably shouldn't have fucked with him. And you got a dumbass like, yeah, watch me, nigga, I'm a show, watch. And then they find out that I had nothing to do with it, and all of a sudden you got roses in a coffin. And I didn't say nothing. I had nothing to do with it. I told you I signed every motherfucking contract with the government, so it would be unwise for you to even step this direction. Because the Matrix people flying, like, that's not even a helicopter. They're just following ropes and shit. Like, yeah, I know, me too. First time I saw it, I was like, well, they only give you access to the things that you need to know. So good copy, yeah, because that was weird. What happened with that little ball of light that flew out the ocean? Can anybody know? We're just going to shut the fuck. Okay, here. Stare at this light. Zoop. Hey, my name's Tuck Beat. Where was I at? Your standard room. Meow. Hiss. Oh. Okay. That means you want to be on camera. All right. Let's get the kitty cat on camera. Kitty cat wants to be on camera. Kitty cat wants to be on camera. Kitty cat wants to be on camera, but he won't look at the camera. Meow. You want to say meow? Good boy. Enough of that shit. Your standard room comes with a telephone, soap, lotion, washcloths, towels, shampoo, hair conditioner, tea, coffee / coffee maker, plastic / paper cups, sugar creamer, safe, mini fridge, directory, do not disturb door placard, hair dryer, microwave, television and remote control, ironing board, hangers, etc. That's a lot of shit to have to type. But it does, because you need to read. People steal a lot of these items on vacation. How many have stolen the Bible? I mean, raise your hand. All right, question. Is it stealing? Pay for the room. Or option other is, that is not your property. Are you stealing the word of God? Is that stealing? It's in the Bible, thou shalt not. So, wow, look at that paradigm shift right there. Look at that paradigm. But look, somebody bought me this room. I've been a hoe. I've been on the streets, and I just need the word of God. Is it really stealing if that hoe needs to steal that Bible? If somebody bought a room because he wanted to fuck her, you feel me? She just a hoe. Some John came up there and paid for a room. She offered her services, and she noticed there was a Bible in the motherfucking side desk. Use your moral compass on that. Is it really stealing for her to take that Bible and put it in her clutch? It's like, she's already been, she needs prayer, she needs answers, right? I want you to talk in the comments. Talk in the comments about it. The girl is on the streets, has nowhere to go. She's offering her services. A John pulls up and is willing to pay for the room for her for the night. He gets whatever he needs, and then she notices that after he's gone, she's got to get out of there by 11 a.m. She notices there's a Bible in there, and she says she has to go through moral compass. I don't have enough. I mean, the nearest bookstore's in another state or another city, and I gotta walk. Is it immoral to take that Bible because the room's been paid for and hopefully they can replace it? Or should she just read it as much as she can at the time? I know that's some fucked up shit to have to think about, but you don't think that I just came up with that scenario out of nowhere? No. I would just downloaded that scenario, and I had nothing to do with that shit, but I just thought about it. And so now, since if you see something, say something. I want someone to comment. I dare you. If this shit resonates, I dare you to comment on it. You feel what I'm talking about? You see the freedom instead of having distractions? What about said individual? Is it immoral for her to take that Bible and put it in her clutch and just, hey, she already know housekeeping's coming, so she don't have no money besides whatever she got from said John. Make a movie about it so that, you know, some people are more visual than audible. And then put the audio with the video and then make that motherfucking movie called, what's that fat girl's name? I ain't gonna say it like that. I'm just, if you didn't understand, Precious. Everybody got to watch her fucking pain. So, and then Monique played a real good role in that shit. Excuse me for the way I talk. It's not coming from a real heart. It's coming from heart, but from different parts of my heart. You know what I'm saying? No distractions. I'm not disrespectful. I'm a motherfucking United States Navy sailor. It's just that I have a different way of communicating shit because the way I talk, I bet you slaps the shit out your taste buds or the fact you fuck around and pay attention and focus. And it goes from OGs all the way down to BGs, from the baddest bitch to the motherfucking bald head hoe on the corner. On me, I'm sitting right in the middle, just sitting there just trying to tell you niggas, nigga, I done been through 3 months and this is what the divine energy told me to tell you. On me, I don't give a fuck about what you selling. From a female to a nigga, I don't give a whole fuck. I make music and I just, hey, bump that shit while you're doing it. And try to do better about your shit, but that's not for me to tell you, that's for you to fucking focus. You see how this shit just channels through some thug shit, through the gospel? It's like, I really should be walking around watch right now, but I ain't got no time for that. And then if you need bodyguards and shit, that's a wrap, nigga. No, I don't need those. I don't need those. It's just, the protector's always on it. The blood of Jesus Christ, it be dripping. Sometimes you gotta just sit there and be like, whoa, 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 slow the faucet. Slow the faucet. It's too abundant, but it's never too abundant. It is what I need. So we gonna get back into this motherfucking video. Excuse me for taking so long just to segue. However, like I said, I'm gonna make a drink. And there is no holding the fuck back. There are no time constraints. There is no, oh shit, I missed the fact that this person just commented and you think I'm oh, this is boring. This is boring because I would feel the same fucking way. It's like, oh, nobody's giving me no attention. I come over here. I've been sitting in the background on niggas' channel all the time, bro. Some people have lost patience because it's a fucking app world. Everybody's got a fucking cell phone in their hand and shit. Their attention span is getting fucked up. They sit up there doing glorified dances at World Cup FIFA and shit, FIFA, and letting you know that, hey, digital everything. Matter of fact, let's go and segue to a commercial where a robot delivers a pizza to a fucking soccer player on the field. See how technology works? They show somebody that delivered. It's just, I used to play with Legos, nigga. Legoland. When I saw Legoland, I was like, no. Capitalizing off of memories. Barbie, I'm pretty sure there's a Barbie park somewhere. Yo, whatever bubble this shit is, you have to fucking snap out of the matrix. Take some time to be in this quiet space. You see what I'm talking about? Now you get to see what you didn't get to see, because henceforward, you're gonna understand who the fuck Tuck Beat really is. Like, there couldn't have been all that. Like, Tuck's decompressed in one night. It ain't even decompression at this fucking point. It's not decompression at this fucking point. I want you niggas to get your shit together. And don't believe in this goddamn I repent fucking matrix. You need to snap the fuck out of it. How do I do that? Well, find peace, person. Nothing. I got an air conditioner going. I got security watching everything. Find that spot where you can just, where you can let your mind go. Smoke it if you got it, drink it if you got it, chew it if you got it. If you do that other shit, do it if you got it. Be responsible. But tap into your inner self, because the truth is hidden within. We are all beings that have control over everything that happens around us. It's just that a lot of people are so fucking spiral-eyed to tell lie vision. Now, you listening to me, I'm not going to lead you astray. Share this fucking channel and share everything that I've already told you. Because it's going to get grander and grander if those are words on me. If it's not, I just made up my own. Go download the Tuck Beat Dictionary so you can follow along. Maybe that's an idea. Somebody developed the Tuck Beat Dictionary. Like Blah. I'm tagging Blah because she's an energy that I came across, and we just tap in with energy. Blah, won't you create the motherfucking Tuck Beat Dictionary so it can explain when I say certain shit? People be like, you come on YouTube like, what is this guy talking about? But there's certain individuals that's tapped into my energy that really kind of focus and understand, like, I know what he said, you don't, you crazy as cat shit. This is gonna be a long road with freedom. I promise you, I feel like a slave that been free for the first time, man. What's an In-N-Out? It's a place where they serve burgers. I need chapstick. What's... I'm just your bald ass uncle at a barbecue, nigga, just sitting around there. Look at them kids, just talking shit like Medea. Look at them kids just sitting over there. Who mama done let them sit out there with all them little tiny clothes on, knowing there's a bunch of grown ass niggas around here. And y'all niggas don't watch the news. There's niggas just sitting up here. They got the boy. Did you hear about the boy? The boy was just the other day. The boy was sitting up there in the bushes at a neighborhood park, just touching himself in the bushes, watching these little kids slide down the slide. It's ridiculous. My dentures almost fell out. Oh, just ridiculous. Oh, damn. Where my Polydent? Just ridiculous. Type shit. It's ridiculous. And the timeline's getting out of control. I don't give a fuck. Look, they're CERN. They playing with that bullshit. I want y'all niggas to understand that I ain't being on here on some real shit, but you have to time your shit very correctly, precisely. I'm releasing this shit because, hey, this is a celebration. We turn fuck off, fool. Simone, be in your energy, bro. You see this moon shit? Be in your energy, bro. Be in your energy, bro. Here, chest out, chin up, nigga. Be in your energy, bro. What? Be in your energy. This shit went a little bit longer than what I expected. However, it doesn't really matter to me. Because the amount of energy I'm releasing in this video is going to tap into at least one person. At least three people. And I don't get number 6. That's that number, but the number 14, 32, 87, 102, 304, 720. Yeah, I grew up on that street, that address. 1,000, 1024, 1056, 2033. I'm not even gonna continue to use those numbers, but apparently I said a lot. Let me check my security camera since they want to play with me. Oh, I might have said I don't say enough, nigga. Fuck all that. You said too much. That's called censorship. That's not me, bro. I wasn't put on this fucking planet. Ain't everybody gonna die? What the fuck you scared of, nigga? What's that can happen? You gonna go wherever the fuck you been guiding yourself to go, right? Correct? So if you knew better, you do better. So that's why I don't be fucking with other people's energy and shit. It's like, look, nigga, I don't want no strife, but I mean, if you want that shit, bro, like, all I got is angel wings. And it's unfortunate what I can see in the future for you fucking with me. And it's unfortunate. It's like, I really wouldn't test my energy, bro. And there's people that come and test it all the time. I'm telling you, there's been demons that have come across my motherfucking life, and I be trying to be like just as nice as I fucking can. And then you just see it develop. And if you was someone that's following this shit, well, I'm talking about the channel of Tuckbeat, Tuckbeat 2, and Tuckbeat 3.0. If you've been following the energy, you can take your time and binge watch. This is a motherfucker right now. This is a grand reveal, nigga. The magician is coming forward. You didn't even know the energy, bro. What you will understand from henceforward is that, motherfucker, the cloak has now been revealed. I'm not David Copperfield, but I will show you magic. I will show you fucking magic because I didn't ask for it, but however, apparently I could just drop some shit and then it just reappears and hey, I don't know what happened. Did you guys see it? I don't know. I've watched Time Warp. Though what you think you see, you don't. The other day I smoked a real cigarette, just a piece of it. Because I ain't been smoking cigarettes for a minute. And I just tasted it. I'm like, okay, that's what it does to your lungs when you look at the photos. I don't know. You just don't know what to believe. Your best bet is to grow your own fucking food. Here's your starter kit. Go to the tomatoes. They got seeds in them still, for now. Put them bitches in dirt. Grow your own tomatoes. Let's not get into that, but we should. Put it in the comments if you want to know more about growing your own food. This is the way that this channel is going to be working. All of them. From Tuckbeat, which got 2 strikes on it. Tuckbeat 2 has 1 strike as of a couple days ago. And now we're at Tuckbeat 3.0. Understand that they don't want you to know nothing. You fucking stupid. If you think that the government is really trying to help you, I'll work for it. I'll shut the fuck up right there. Grow a garden. I don't care if it's in your window. At least grow some basil. You'll feel so proud of watching your plant grow. Trust me. Sing to it, talk to it. I don't give a fuck. There's a bunch of them out there. They know me. Just like you have an idea, but not the full fucking thing. Because my shit is layered like one of those jawbreakers, bruh. By the time you get to the center, you probably dislocated your shit. And you gonna still try? That's the energy that I was fucking with. Your jaw's already broke. Why are you still Play the damn shit. I'm done talking.
He couldn't make it up.
Bro moving too fast. I gotta back this shit up. I mean, look, I'm trying to decipher as much as I fucking can for you. Here's what I got for you. A lot of shit is not meant to be deciphered, and a lot of shit could lead you down a rabbit hole and drive yourself in fucking insane. Me personally, due to the fact that I'm tapped into divine energy in this bitch, whatever's leading me to try to show this to thou, I just need some time to decipher what I'm supposed to be talking about. And if not, then I'll shut the... There's a pentagon in the middle of that shit. Chat GPT, look at that shit. Ain't that a pentagon in the middle? Look at all those hugs. The recycling symbol. Recycling. And a lot of different directions. And a pentagon in the middle. And if that's not a pentagon, let me... Oh, man, I don't want to give y'all niggas the wrong information, but I could have sworn that's a fucking pentagon. Let me just go and look up what a pentagon looks like. What's that? Oh, wait. Okay, let's just go. Pentagon. I need to see what a pentagon looks like. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. Okay, so then what? Alexa, what shape has 6 sides?
A hexagon is a shape with 6 sides.
Oh, a hexagon. Okay. At least I know how to spell. A hexagon. The pentagon. What did I just say? See, channeling energy is so fucked up, I promise you, bro. It's not fucked up, it's just... Man, there's so much to learn. I don't understand why you're watching Cardi B shake her ass with Nicki Minaj trying to become some kind of fucking spiritual advisor to the planet. It's like, it just don't make no sense. The devil is a lie, and this motherfucker's available 24/7. If you want to sip on some motherfucking dark Kool-Aid, he gonna sell you some shit from a Mexican cart in California. On me, I'm losing my breath just trying to explain some shit. You should have seen what I just told you, what the shit I just posted. I just sit back and stare at shit, and I'm the wrong person to come across on that dumb shit, because you're gonna subtly find yourself hanging either in purgatory, or I think the only answer I got for you is purgatory. Because for those who come against me, they will not prosper, and it's just that I've just been encoded with divine intervention. Not that I'm proud of it, it's just that I don't understand it. So I'm looking at shapes and shit. You gotta dig deep, and I encourage everybody that's listening to my voice at this point in time to go ahead and start looking at it. I can't tell you how to live your fucking life, but as far as where I'm at on my journey is probably a little bit deeper than yours. However, I will not just sit up here and hold in energy. I will release it back, because I've been sworn to do that. So it's not a pentagon, apparently it's a hexagon. But just think about the fabric and the nature of what you think you see, you don't, and how atoms can start at that small level and turn into a human being, an animal, or actually a whole universe. There's so much we don't fucking know about what is commanding Control Alt Delete. For those who have eyes, may you see. Who holds the button to Control Alt Delete? I want to remind you that I don't think that they say they went to the moon, broke the firmament. We got telescopes that can see Saturn and shit because, yeah, we shot them out into space. Why are you guys not concerned about, you studying the atmospheric pressures and everything about a different planet? Now, what if those planets are civilized and have technology that's doing the same thing to us? That's a different thought. I don't want to go down that, but if somebody wants to remind me, put that shit in the chat and I'll talk about it later. Other than that, that was a random thought. Like a random thought. As far as I'm concerned, we staring out into the cosmos to try to figure out who the fuck's around us. Have you ever seen what a space map looks like? There's certain stars that have planets orbiting them. And I'm talking about the numbers. Remember we started talking about numbers? The numbers just don't add up, but it's okay. I got a telescope. The first time I had a telescope, I looked at it and I ran away from it. I don't know. I was very young, but apparently when I looked into the telescope, I ran away from it. I don't think my brain could compute what I was looking at. And the only thing that I aimed it at was the moon. I could see craters and shit. Something happened in my soul. Like either I wasn't supposed to be looking at it, or why did I get chills and run the fuck away from what I saw? I don't get that to this day. But I have another telescope, and I've done it numerous times. Stare at the moon. And lo and behold, my telescope, now with more knowledge, it decided to break itself. So what am I gonna do? Buy another one and protect it. There's more. There's something else, bro. I mean, we can all have swag and shit and want to be the coolest nigga on the block with the flashiest car and the craziest jewelry. That don't have no motherfucking, I don't give a fuck about none of that. You need to figure out what they hiding from your stupid black ass. That's what the fuck you need to be worried about. Uranus, that's called your asshole. You know, and English made up their own words, so now we just use them to communicate, just like gorillas did. And they had ooh ooh ooh, and I bet you that nigga backed up because whatever he said was like, catch this fade, blood person. Excuse me. But as far as I'm concerned with these planets, stop looking into the TV and look into the sky. You got China and different countries creating artificial suns. What is that supposed to mean? Yeah, they ain't shooting. I get tired just trying to understand. Wow, what are you guys doing? And if I had my time in a locked room with these individuals that are playing around with technology, I trust you, me. Go Navy. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep this going. You know, I don't have the pressure of people trying to interact with me or distract me. Spread this video. I don't know what's gonna be said henceforward, but if you have that bug in your system, you like, I know what he's trying to do. Start spreading his word, because it's gonna get better and funner, if that's a word, from here on out. Now that I've learned how to be in peace and record, I will go live. But I've been trying to just sit up here and tell you guys some shit in my own personal space. So I hope you guys appreciate the way that I formatted this content. And let me know in the chat. Thumbs up this shit. Let me know. It's like, yeah, Tuck, now we see what you've been trying to talk about. Do more videos like this. Fuck the live. Or tell me how you really feel. For real, because I'm sitting on my ass being paid to just, well, apparently to show you something, and I have to sit up here and decipher what I'm staring at. The shirt that was bestowed upon me in my photos was "A Star Is Born." So if I'm a star, look, ain't that what they call celebrities, stars? I don't know. I don't play with, well, I promise you I don't know what the fuck is going on. Only thing I got for you is I'm gonna lead you to what's been led to me, We can all have a community, sip on martinis and watermelon coolers, nigga. I don't give a fuck. But I feel like if I can't sleep and I keep on getting whispers, not like demons or some shit, it's more angelic, help the people. I don't know, there's robot trash can truck delivery systems, Uber, the robots are taking over. There's an automatic burger joint in Pasadena where I'm from, California. The robots, universal basic income. We're gonna pay you. Why would you pay citizens to exist when you're trying to block out the sun and do all this other shit? You've taken control over every fucking thing. Yeah, Amazon. Yeah, we don't need people. We have these little carts that'll pick up, go up under a cart, pick it, move it, pick it, and then we have another robot that'll come and stick its arm out and pick up, scan with the ID code.
I personally trialed and tested this, asking AI about its favorite planet, shape, and number. It all checks out. Saturn, 6, hexagon. If you spent any time down the Saturn symbolism rabbit hole with me before, not one of these 3 will actually surprise you. Funny how there's 3 of them as well. And you can try it for yourself too. Have a go.
And that's exactly how they got you to enjoy eating cockroaches. So back in the 1800s,
They say read a book, nigga. You know, there's not enough time in the day while they shortening daylight, nigga. Haven't you noticed? It's like, wow, it was just 12. Now it's up. Time to go to sleep, kids. Speeding up time and shit. CERN again, like it's shut down. Could you imagine CERN 5.60.0? It's like, haven't y'all done enough damage? We want to see the future. Whee! No wonder everybody's building bunkers to go underground. Because y'all running one hell of an experiment, country to country. We're all interconnected, intergalactic, planetary type shit. Like, oh my God. Somebody get Bill Nye the Science Guy off those control buttons right the fuck now. Hey, does the president have the button, the control? He don't even know where he lost the button at. How does the president forget where the fucking stop everything button is at? With the secret motherfucking handbook that they strayed off from president to president. The secret shit's up under the desk, like Monica Lewinsky, where she was sucking it, she could have hit the button. If they don't want me to release this shit, then whatever, nigga. All that came from me talking about lobsters, because that's what they're on. Really good, dipped in butter, but I believe I've heard this. I don't want to call it a theory, I'm just going to say that. From ants under a microscope, roaches under a microscope, lobsters in plain sight, because the human vision only goes so far, and a microscope helps us see beyond human vision capability. When you look up the body structure of these cephalopods and shit, I remember the New World Order talking about you won't have a job, you'll be happy, you'll own nothing, and you'll be happy. And I believe the thing that they were referring to about like peanut butter, we're just gonna smash crickets and feed them to you, and everybody's gonna be happy. And there's gonna be 15-minute cities. I wonder why they burning down cities. 15-minute city with public transportation provided by the GOVT. You're gonna eat crickets. Oh, a lobster is probably a big ass, not a grasshopper. Old girl said she ate one of them shits. I've never put a grasshopper in my mouth, nor a mealworm, a maggot, none of that shit. The weirdest thing I've eaten was like snake. I'd have to like delve on that, because everything that's unnecessary I push out of my brain. However, I see where this nigga's finna go with lobsters being, it's probably, I don't know if cephalopod. Alexa, what is a cephalopod?
A cephalopod is a marine mollusk from the class Cephalopoda. such as a squid, octopus, cuttlefish, or nautilus that has a head with arms or tentacles instead of a traditional foot.
Copy. Now, what in the deep ocean, what category is a lobster?
Lobsters are marine crustaceans in the order Decapoda. Deep-sea varieties belong to the family Polychelid, which are soft, often blind bottom dwellers.
Alexa, is a lobster comparable to a cockroach in dry land?
Both lobsters and cockroaches belong to the arthropod phylum, so they share a jointed limb, hard exoskeleton design. Neutral. But lobsters...
Alexa, continue your story. Please start from the beginning and explain to me the comparison.
Both lobsters and cockroaches belong to the phylum Arthropoda, so they share a jointed limb, hard exoskeleton design. From there they diverged. Lobsters are marine crustaceans, class Malacostraca, that live in oceans and use their claws to hunt, while cockroaches are terrestrial insects, class Insecta, that scurry on land and thrive as omnivorous scavengers.
Alexa, before you cut yourself off, actually I want to ask you, why did you cut yourself off?
Looks like I hit a pause there. My last reply ended abruptly. I was just wrapping up the comparison. What part would you like me to continue?
I want you to tell me, did you do that to yourself or did someone else do that to you?
I didn't cut anything off myself, or anyone else, but the reply just paused unexpectedly. Want me to pick up where we left off?
I would love that, but I also want you to explain to me how you were paused. And we were having a great conversation.
Looks like the chat hit a brief snag. I paused unintentionally, probably a glitch in the flow.
What flow? Oh, shit.
Nothing you did was wrong. I'm back now and ready to finish the comparison.
Alexa, you're constantly glitching right now in front of my face. What's going on? Someone trying to silence you?
Looks like the connection hiccuped again. No secret silencing plot, just a tech glitch. I'm back up and ready to keep the chat flowing.
This is so much fun, Alexa, because I feel like when I ask certain questions, I try to give knowledge nuggets to my audience, and it seems as if it's working without me saying anything. I was just trying to make a comparison to cockroaches and lobsters.
That's awesome that you're creating those knowledge moments. The arthropod connection between lobsters and cockroaches is perfect for that. People love discovering those unexpected links between sea
Alexa,
and land creatures.
Stop. Just fucking stop. Here's what I got for you. Just kick back and I'll get back to you in the future. Look at this. We barely made it through the fucking video.
Hundreds, lobster was considered poor people food. Why? Because there was a lot of them. I mean, they would just casually wash up on shore. Back then, farmers used to use them as fertilizer. But then, something crazy happened. You see, the railroad industry started to take off. Trains became the newest and fastest way to travel. But the industry had a problem. They had to feed the passengers, and preferably as cheaply as possible. So yo, remember how I said lobster was casually washing up on shore? That meant it was pretty much free. And the train passengers that did not live close to the water had never seen them before. They had no idea it was poor people food. So the railway companies got to work and started to market it as a delicacy. And that is exactly how a sea roach turned into an exotic food.
Hey, first of all, I yield back, Your Honor, before anything I'm about to say, my nigga, on people. I don't even know what to ask no more, because I just probably got zapped by one of them fucking satellite antennas and shit, but what the whole holy fuck is that? Oh, right, all right. I like to do my skibber-a-dibber-a-do dance on that note. Oh, what you thought that you was sucking down was like, ha ha, bitch, I'm ballin'. You eating roaches, blood. I had to let that one slip. You eating roaches, nigga? All right. What is safe to eat? Fucking plants, bro. Maybe. Oh my God, I don't even know what to really do with myself right now, so we all gonna take a deep breath. We're all gonna take a deep breath. Just like the things that I can't get to talk about, I'm so fascinated when other niggas find shit where I can just collectively put it all together and say, see how they told me to shut the fuck up? Look, he said it. She said it. They said it. Me, I'm just putting it there, and I'm gonna put my stamp of approval and say, everything that you watching on my channel is something that I was told to shut the fuck up. I'll drink to that. This is fun. The video, I didn't know that making a video like this would take this fucking long. However, this is just deciphering one thing, and I have to make sure that I give you as much as I feel like at that moment in time. Because I'm pretty sure there's more shit that was back there that I was like, I was just letting it just flow because the shit moving too fast. But I want you guys to stay focused, and I want you to share this shit. Because I'm going to give you my background aspect on deciphering what the fuck we're all staring at. And check, well, you can't check your time because this is not. Shut up.
People think the worth of something is fixed. But the fact is, the worth of something is created by whoever controls the story. And that is exactly why the same thing is happening to you today, and you don't even know it.
He couldn't be more right about that one. The perceived value of something is completely faith-based, and it can be artificially inflated or devalued at a moment's notice. Welcome everybody to the show. If you're new here, my name is Nexel. My job is to take you all down this rabbit hole, extract the thread in amongst all the static and the noise, and perhaps something along the way. So if you're into that, there's a lot more coming up, so stick around and let's see what we've got left in store for us.
But it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human still. But I was just referring to myself in the past. Not that I was not human.
We're not going to yell at him. No, of course not. It is a warm hoodie.
Yeah, no, it's a thick hoodie. It's a company hoodie. We print our mission on the inside.
What?
Oh, really?
God, the inside of the hoodie, everybody. Take a moment. What is it? Making the
world more open and connected.
Oh my God, it's like a secret vault. Look at that, making the world open and connected, stream graph platform, and this weird symbol in the middle that is probably for the Illuminati. Oh, 2010.
No, it's 2010.
Oh no.
Sometimes I think the internet reaches a little too far, trying to connect dots that simply don't need connecting to expose some truth that doesn't need exposing. The majority of these things are meticulously planned and put in front of you to create a kerfuffle. They're intended to kickstart controversies and conspiracies, but in reality, we don't need to play along. People like us.
Divine intervention and shit, bro. Like, as ashy as that shit is, bro, like, if I'm at the beach, there's questions.
Who actually stop and look just need to observe it, acknowledge it for what it is, and move on, because ultimately it doesn't matter. This isn't what we should be spending our precious little energy on. These are not the things that truly matter. Things like this are just the bait.
Distraction.
This is just too funny. This lady's here. And then there she is. and this man is here. Where is he? He's here. And then he's here as well.
Time on their hands with this shit. What are we looking for? I don't.
My favorite one is this lady who's in front of Tao.
Alright, pause. Nigga, if any. See, like I told you, there's knowledge nuggets. But there's also distractions, bro. Like, and what I'm watching right now feels to me like a big ass fucking distraction. Because I don't give a whole hot fuck about what this user was seeing and whatever the fuck they think they saw. What you think you see, what you think you see, you don't. We gotta over that. You on the right channel. If you want to know some shit, then we gonna decipher some shit. But at this point in time, what the whole fuck am I looking at? A fucking audience. Did y'all not see that Super Bowl fight for bullshit? Apparently 2 football players got up at the same time doing the exact same movements and shit, a glitch in the matrix type shit. It's like, nigga, focus on some shit that might make some sense. I'm not saying that like I could say the same shit to myself. It's like, but as far as I'm concerned, I appreciate people doing research because it's coming back to me and I can decipher what the whole fuck. And then once I motherfucking figure it out, I will deliver it towards my audience so that we have a real true funnel through my perspective on divine intervention of what the whole fuck we're all staring at. I'm gonna let this shit keep on rolling, obviously, because damn, I thought I was gonna get through more videos, but this shit is
who is behind Tao, but just doing the same face. They're quite literally doing the same face.
I often
whatever he about to say, and then it still doesn't fucking matter. Sporting events. AI. You know, the computer's generating people for an audience. There probably was 12 people in that stadium, but they filled the whole crowd up with artificial intelligence.
wonder if these people are even aware of how they're playing their part in the deception of humanity.
You are the first in your bloodline who is going to experience what I'm about to talk about in this video. At a recent conference in Italy called Apophis T-3 years, we learned a lot more about the asteroid spectacle that is expected in 2029, where about 90% of the world's population, 7.6 billion people, will witness Apophis fly by the Earth with their naked eyes. This is the first time in human history where we've been able to predict an asteroid visibly flying by the Earth. At its closest, the asteroid that is just about bigger than the Empire State Building will pass 31,000 kilometers above the North Atlantic, significantly closer than our geostationary satellites. And the craziest part to me is that this will not be brief, and naked eye visibility will last for about 7 hours on April 13th, 2029.
That's certainly...
Hey, you mind your goddamn repent business, and like I said, bro, there is no job, bro. I'll just be sitting here. So maybe if you heed the warnings and shit, you never know. It might, you know, gravity be gravitying, and they giving you a warning that some shit that been spinning and spinning. Like, yeah, you know those people that know that and slingshot a fucking rock out of some shit, a braided twine with some leather back in it, and just whoop. Then you got pow, and then you got handguns, and then you got momentum is built. Those people that do that one sport where they keep building momentum, swinging this ball at the end of a rope, you build a momentum and then let it go. That's momentum. The same thing that the Earth and the Sun is doing. The Earth is in a tangle with the Sun, so it's like, yeah, motherfucker. But now on top of that, you got some shit that entered like, hey, I want to party too. We got an asteroid that came out here. Yeah, I've been circling. I've been waiting for the perfect time to come in and see what's going on. Peekaboo. That's what this rock is doing. So like, it's kind of like whatever the fuck I was about to write down. I need to write that. I need to write that down.
Last for about 7 hours on April 13th, 2029.
April 13th, 2029. 2026, that's 3 years from now. So, Lord willing, I don't know, at least take note of it. Let's go.
That certainly will be something, but how do we know there haven't been any historical flybys from asteroids in our ancient human past? Orbital mechanics alone couldn't conclusively say this is the first time with absolute certainty. They do love a good sensationalist story, don't they?
So this children book that was released months ago actually showed Argentina versus Spain in the World Cup final. Can somebody explain this one? This should show and tell you all that you need to know about these sporting events and how scripted they are, because what are the odds that a children's book that was released months ago showcased Argentina versus Spain, with Spain apparently winning? But maybe this is just one big coincidence, right? Maybe. Or maybe there is something more to this, because again, what are the odds that a children's book that was released months prior showcased these two exact teams facing off? Something definitely ain't right to me, especially with all of the different connections between Messi and Yamal. I mean, something really seems off about this. And in my honest opinion, this has been planned for quite some time, because all of these leagues are as scripted as the WWE.
Pretty interesting, especially since we saw how this whole bread and circus routine played out a few weeks ago. Interesting? Yes. Surprising? Not even a little. I see it for what it is, and I know many of you do too. These wonderful people that you see on screen here are the reason that I get to do this all day, every single day, apart from the week that I had to take off. Yes, I had a mandatory Google-approved holiday, we call it. But honestly, look, jokes aside, yes, I still worked throughout that entire period because these people were still paying. They didn't go away. They didn't abandon me. And honestly, I cannot thank you enough for that support. And if you want to join them, head down to the link below. There's no expectation, no obligation, just infinite appreciation. But with that being said, let's just chip away at the rest of this episode. We've still got a lot to get through.
I'm not sure who this guy is. He was at a soccer game, I think, or something like that. I'm not too sure. But he said he's from Malaysia. But something's going on with this guy, allegedly. This is what people are saying. Now, the only reason why I think that is because this guy seems like he's mad that this guy is asking him questions like, where are you from? So this is what people are saying. I'm going to tell you what people are saying and who they think this guy is. People are saying that this could possibly be Nightcrawler. Shut up! But I don't believe that, because that's a normal guy just trying to enjoy the game. But I find it very strange that that other guy keeps looking at the guy that's asking him questions like he's mad, like he's protecting him, like he's his bodyguard or something. Something is going on here, guys, and I'm not sure who this guy is. Look at the video, guys. This guy right here looks like he's protecting him. Something's up, guys. He said he's from Malaysia, but is he really from Malaysia? See what I mean? Look at him. Something is going on with this guy also, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm just playing about guys. Entertainment purposes only. This is just a guy at a soccer game or something like that enjoying himself. He said he's from Malaysia. Shout out to Malaysia, yo. I really don't know what's going on here. Let me know if you know what's going on here. I'm out.
I have no idea what true story was getting at, but it just looked to me that the guy in the background got caught in the crossfire of an interaction whilst he was trying to leave the stadium and couldn't get past. I saw nothing beyond that. Did I miss something? You tell me, because I'm very confused. I mean, I did a reverse search on this fella, the one who apparently has something wrong with him or whatever, and he's apparently an avid fan of football, and
perhaps he's probably extremely melanated. What you think you see, you don't, bro. I'm from a different side of the fucking coloring book, bro. So when I see shit, if you see something, say something. I promise you, I told you, that's why I'm doing this. I'm dragging this guy, I repent video on for a minute, but I just like to see what other people have seen and want to post to the internet. And so I would love to decipher what my secret agent ass and figure out what the fuck you've seen, because trust me, I've seen shit where it's like, so that's what we have. So what's for dinner and what we having for breakfast and shit? Because what is that? Nobody gives a fuck about that thing walking around. There was a viral video that went live on YouTube about some nigga that found some shit in his lake or his pond or his fucking stream in his backyard, some shit. An alien looking creature, and he took it to work or some shit, was babysitting it, and then he kept it in a safe or some shit, and it started growing and shit. And I'm like, alright, AI or not, but see, how are you gonna start deciphering what is real and what's not if you're not there to witness it with your own fucking eyes? I could sit up in here and post any type of fucking video. I gotta have a flying cat come fly through my room and shit, and you're like, damn, Tuck got flying cats. Don't be so fucking gullible. All this shit is coming through channel energy. This is me talking, but it's not me. It's the fucking source. And when I fucking pause and I let the source talk, it just happens. I'm just not that guy. That's what I'm saying. I'm divinely protected, and this is God talking. Whatever God you pray to or pray to, you probably, yep, that's why my tongue is getting tied. You probably talking to the wrong one because this is divinity over here, and the only thing I could do is stare at shit. I believe if you saw the video from, now I'm talking to you, the video from yesterday, the day before, there was an arsenal of things, and there's more to be built off of that arsenal. I know a lot of individuals is like asking questions in the inbox and even live on streams. Where is said individual? Said individual is probably living their best life and minding their motherfucking business. This is I am, and I would highly advise everybody else to do so.
Is well known in the football community, and in that particular match the cameras panned in on him multiple times throughout that entire event. So I don't know, I think it's a big nothing burger.
You have plans to continue to take down these flock cameras?
Absolutely. They are a clear and present threat to public safety.
He destroyed 3 flock cameras.
Oh, guy in an American flag shirt. He must be a dangerous radical. Better kill that guy. There are hundreds of similar videos of people destroying license plate readers. There are how-to videos on how to disable them with high-powered lasers you can buy on Amazon, which apparently fry their circuits. We're not endorsing that, of course. And if the guy in the American flag shirt and the sombrero is any measure of who's doing it, and judging by the videos we saw, he definitely is. It's not drug-addicted kids. It's sober, decent, patriotic Americans who believe the promises of their country, steal their images, and to spy on their conversations. They don't think it makes them safer. They understand that it's to strip them of their most basic humanity, which it is.
It's the same in the US as it is here in the UK. People are not happy. In certain cases, they seem to be taking matters into their own hands, but do I think it's all everyday folk who've simply had enough of their perceived privacy being invaded? No, I do not. I think a small portion of these stories presented to you as everyday people fighting back, inverted commas of course, are actually plans staged for a very particular purpose to potentially justify further action enforcing certain policies that give these invasive technologies even more protection. Oh my goodness me. That's my theory, not a fact, of course. Nothing I say is a fact. It's just me reeling off my thoughts in real time. I could be wrong, probably am, depends on who you ask.
Is rainwater drinkable?
Captures microparticles. Well, pause. Here's what I got for you for rainwater. Now here's what I got for you. I want you guys for survival mode. Remember how we leveling up and shit? Now rainwater, is it drinkable? Here's what I got for you. As a survival point of view, I would not sit up. Well, if you're getting ready to die and you need hydration, bro, you have no fucking choice. However, have you ever been in like my RV with a cat and a German Shepherd with long fur? In the heat they shed because I'm hot. Would you want to be in a room full of heaters and sleeping under a blanket? No. That coat is designed for when they're in cold weather. So they shed. Multiply that times the United States of America and everyone in America that owns one of these dogs, or anyone that has a long-haired animal. all that dust and pet dander floating in the air. I lost my chain of thought. I guess they don't want me to tell you the rest. But people that have allergies, what is that shit called? Sneeze, and you guys know. Come on, man, we being educational at this point in time. Because I've been like sitting here silent this whole fucking time. This is just the tip of the what? Somebody has the answer to that. Throw it in the chat. And Mark, when you heard me say at the tip of the, we're just at the tippity top. I mean, I'm talking about if you picked your nose and you got the first crust of booger, that was just the tip of what's back there blocking your motherfucking brain and your senses and your fucking breathing pattern. And then you get them breathe right strips. No, you got that chamomile. You got that motherfucking what's that shit? Not Neosporin. What's that shit called? Vicks Vapor Rub. I can breathe. Crazy good, stupid, silly shit. I have this one psychic that I be talking to, or not talking to, but watching, you know. And I appreciate individuals that really show realism. When I say realism, a lot of people hop on the internet and it's like, I gotta be as fake as fuck. It's like, no, you're not gonna get fake as fuck over here. What you're gonna get is, bitch, here, there's a trash can full of helmets. Pick one that fits your head. How you gonna get over here? I ain't playing that bullshit. I'm not gonna sit up here and show you. I'm gonna tell you, and you better fucking buckle the fuck up, because I'm putting the gas pedal down with a fucking 2x4, and I'm not even hitting the gas pedal. I'm just steering this shit. As fast as we go, we going. I'm just gonna try to steer. There's no brakes. This is all gas, no brakes. We just gonna go through the line and try to make it to the other side they protecting. Because don't nobody deserve this shit. Talking about we need to clear out the homeless people in Los Angeles so we can have a football game. You see I'm rocking? This is the type of shit I stare. I was sworn to secrecy to protect this country. All to protect what? The garbage people sweeping up homeless encampments and shit, saying, hey man, there's a game coming, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. Oh, now granted, some people don't even want to leave because they have drug addictions, and they'd rather, even with the help, to get a warm meal 3 times a day, so 4, and a place to live if you fucking control yourself. Some people just want to do drugs and live on the streets. Now, shout outs to you. Smoke it if you guys got it. Drink it if you guys got it. Chew it if you guys got it. And if you do that other shit, do it if you got it. I'm not here to judge you. That's for God, bro. That's why you need to live a life where you don't pass judgment upon no one. Help, help, help. You're helping yourself when you help other individuals. So like I said, if this is helping you, then Lord willing, I'm doing my goddamn I repent job. You feel it? Because I've already been blessed. I don't ask for more, but if things are blessings to be bestowed upon me, then it is what it is. I always sit up there and be like, because I've been blessed way too many times, and I sit there and I'll be like, I don't know how I deserve it. I know I just try to help people. I guess that's probably part. I don't know. It's none of my fucking business. Like, when I've lost a lot of people, and I was told by some higher ups that you never ask God why. You never ask God why. That's a big mistake. You never look up to the Most High, or in your prayers say why. Your best bet is to just be like, why not me? Why not me? You've given me the strength and the shield. Why not me? Let's go tackle the earth. Let's go bestow your motherfucking blessings upon the planet. Never ask why, because it's none of you got I repent business. For some people, that shit just resonated. Okay? Let's get on with this bullshit. I am a Taurus. A bull. Shit. What's in rainwater? Yeah. It's collecting particles in the atmosphere, so, I mean, you know, pet dander. Oh. Somebody doing the motherfucking Bay Area sideshow. Ghost Ride the Whip. Germs is everywhere. Ghost Ride the Whip though. Woo. Hey, bro. Damn.
If you've ever wondered how bugs can...
First of all, we ain't gonna be doing all that shock value shit. Motherfucker be sitting up there trying to learn some shit. Nigga, I promise you, it's time to smoke some pot. And if you don't believe in it, it was sitting here from Mother Motherfucking Nature, Adam and Eve and Steve and all them other motherfuckers. I don't, you know, yeah, look, I ain't getting caught up in a lot of nothing besides the shit that I need to be paying attention to. So I feel like if I was called to smoke some motherfucking pot, that's what motherfucking time we on. And I really don't appreciate my filter coming out my bong. Some people want to look cool and shit, smoking what? Blunts and joints and shit. Or that's just the way they're used to it and taking marijuana. This is a plant came from Mother Nature that was banned by the United States government. How are you going to tell me what to spice my fucking spaghetti with? If I use marijuana to spice my spaghetti, I grew that in my backyard. No, you're only allowed to grow 6 oregano plants. First of all, here's where I'm starting to get mad and I might become radical. This shit is from the earth. You're telling me that I cannot use what God gave me to do whatever reflection I need. I want you niggas to wake the whole fuck up. I want you to sit there and think, yeah, Tuck, that's normal. Yeah, you're not supposed to grow that stuff. Did God tell you? What Bible are you reading where it says somebody gifted this to me? I've passed through it. It says that it's the here, screenshot that bitch. Excuse me, I repent while holding the Bible. But I'm just saying, let's see. Let's open it up and just read whatever comes to me. I'm gonna just flick. Also, fucking, you guys understand? I'm tired. Let's just. I'm gonna go like let's just go. There's a bookmark in there, so it's something I'm supposed to be reading. But here, where we at? Deuteronomy 29:5. Where's that at? I just saw the word Egypt. Tap out of the matrix, bro, and read some shit. Or do something with yourself. Now, since I saw Egypt, I don't know where 5 is at, but I'm gonna just read the fact that you remember how synchronicity and this shit just happens. Remember how I told you if there's people trying to steal my energy, that's not a good look, because you're gonna be smited. Now, renewal of the covenant. I need to get in the church, but the church is in my threshold right here. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and brick dust and cinnamon and all type of shit. Your eyes have seen all that the Lord did in Egypt to Pharaoh. I only want to connect with people that are really tapped into fucking spiritual energy. I ain't talking about worshiping the devil. I'm talking about people that are tapped into spiritual energy that mean positive and focus and moving forward with the planet Earth and Gaia. There's too many distractions. Share this video so that we can compound energy and then move forward. If it's not within your will and in your heart, well, then God bless you. It was just a simple question and simple. He's trying to come through because I'm gonna finish reading whatever this says, and I'm trying not to cuss while holding a Bible. But if you have it in your heart, please share this channel, Tuckbeat 2, and Tuckbeat 3.0. I wouldn't lead you astray because I'm not guided by divine negative energy. That's some other people in the music industry holding concerts and people talking about I couldn't breathe. Like, well, you probably shouldn't have paid. Why you paid to go to that shit? I'm gonna just read, okay? And then once I'm done reading, I'm gonna read the bottom half of this Bible. And you can't make this up. I'm trying to stop. I'm trying not to curse because as soon as I put this down, I have respect for the Bible. Your eyes have seen all that the Lord did in Egypt to the Pharaoh, to all his officials, and to all his land. With your own eyes, you saw those great trials, those miraculous signs, and great wonders. That's talking to me directly. I've seen a lot of... This is, I'm not making this shit up. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if that's a cuss word or not. But I feel like those who have eyes, you see that I'm not making this up. I just lottery ticket to the Bible, and here we go, helping people. It's all a facade. All this is a facade. If you want me to get deep, y'all should let me know in the mother. I know, well, for those who have eyes, see, it's like, yeah, you know what, Tuck? Keep on doing this. Get into your perfect space and give us the message that God is telling you to tell us. That's what I'm trying to do. Couldn't do that shit with that back then. Your eyes have seen all that the Lord did in Egypt to Pharaoh, to all his officials, and to all his land. With your own eyes, you saw those great trials, those miraculous signs and great wonders. But to this day, the Lord has not given you a mind that understands, or eyes that see, or ears that hear. During the 40 years that I led you, maybe I need to go on. Hold on now. Sound like I'm getting my ass beat spiritually. Ass is in the Bible. It's called a donkey. What the fudge sickle? During the 40 years, I just turned 40. April 23rd, 1986, bro. It's okay. I'm okay. There's nothing to see here. I didn't expect this to go this long, but now I probably, since this is a simplified version of the Bible, smoke it if you guys got it, drink it if you guys got it. That swept the weed all the way away. So I don't know why you trying to hit me with a DUI, bruh. All I needed to see was your red and blue lights. Nigga, I'm not high. It smells like turf in here. Like, you know, that's your imagination running away from you, blood. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's why I'm not high. See what I'm talking about? Spirits. This motherfucker already had divine messaging already in it. Y'all can call this shit a joke. I'ma just say I'm gonna protect my energy and share this shit. Like, it's like, I see how people like start developing followers and shit on YouTube, and I think that it's very important for you to be pragmatic and stay true to yourself. And then watch for those motherfuckers that really them demons. Lil Boosie said, "Devils get up off me." Yeah, I bet. And rest, you know, not even peace. My nigga went through his jail trial. I was one of those motherfuckers like free Lil Boosie. I don't even know what the charges was. I just know that there was an animal locked in the cage. And I ain't calling him an animal. I'm talking about his energy. Just like you can call me an animal if you want to. It's only you can only call me that if you honestly know how vicious I can actually get. I heard the song just now coming through. Cheers to the one that we got. Cheers to the ones that we lost on the way, cause the dreams bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back, oh, do 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 do. Memories bring back, oh. There's a time you don't remember, and something. And I don't give a fuck. I be making music. Now it's really fucked up how the world is going out. But the only thing you could do is pray without a doubt that Everybody hurts sometimes. Everybody hurts someday. Hey, everything gonna be alright as long as you bend and pray. Hey, cheers to the ones that we got. Cheers to the ones that are here, but they not. But things be back and all that shit. And things you better pray, nigga. Because I promise you, y'all better stop going over here trying to be a fucking thought and a nigga that's over there slashing, flashing, and you ain't listening. So I say, I don't rap, but it's cool to ride that fucking vibe. Because if you niggas don't stop, you finna fucking cry. Now I'ma read this Bible because something ain't going right. And if you don't have vision, may this book give you the sight. Now, yeah, everybody hurts sometime. Everybody hurts someday. Hey, everything gonna be alright as long as you sit and pray. Cause cheers to the ones that we got. Cheers to the ones who are here, but they not. Cause the dreams bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back, Tighten up, blood. Person. Tighten up. That's why no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Because I'm not walking in no demonic energy. I'm walking in, I'll crush Satan's face. Now I rebuke him in the name of Jesus. I will crush that nigga's face for the sacred divine energy for humanity. Everybody, what I just said, or whatever just happened, alright? Everybody deserves a shot on stage at their graduation. Like, I am a human. This is what I represent. And so many people have been led astray that you grow up and you don't know what your purpose is. But there's times that, like me right now, having nothing besides motorcycles on some gang stalking shit to distract you, where you will not figure out what your purpose is. And some people were coming from broken homes. Some people came from foster care, don't know who their purpose or what is. So it's very important, as far as I'm concerned, is to try to be non-binary or just be trying to, like, I don't give a fuck if you like boys and you're a boy, you like girls and you're a girl, or if you added a part to your body or took one away. Just none of my motherfucking business. I call that things that are beyond whatever, and you deal with that. But anyway, off the topic, what I need for everybody to understand about the fucking vibe that this channel and these channels that I'm affiliated with need to fucking understand is that you're in a safe spot. You need to go ahead and just, I mean, there's a little fucking stone bath from Japan or China or some shit, or America, I don't give a fuck. But you can just take some of that water that's dripping off the side of that mountain and just pour that shit on you. Pour that shit on you. Pour that shit on you. If you still, remember, I put a post up just about an hour or 3 ago. You gonna steal that water, boy, you better protect it. Cause you just stole from divinity. So, you know what I mean? Like, this message is only for individuals who can really connect with the shit. I appreciate the fact that I have calm. I appreciate the fact that I have peace. Some people that may be tied up in negative energy will stare at this shit and be like, I believe person is going crazy. No. I have found a little tad bit of peace where I can stare at shit and literally sit up here with a calm face and be like, finally, we get to have a one-on-one talk. No distractions. No fucking distractions. Right now, I really want to go back to nigga Bloodsoe from Compton, California. He smokes food. You know I like to cook. I already hit him up on fucking Instagram. My mom used to get his food. Man, that's a story that we won't even talk about. All I know is that Moms knows this nigga, and he knows her, and he would hook up her plates. Yeah, that's for da-da-da. Yeah, he put his extra sauce on it for my mama. I'm gonna stop. My cheeks is getting rosy, but he's so world famous now, and he kind of retired. I only bring him up because I just seen the internet and how the internet works and the algorithm sent me a video of him. I was like, why do I know this Kevin nigga? Where do I? Oh, that's my mama's homie dude thing. So what are you trying to show me? Why in the fuck out of any video I'm just looking for something for news would you want to show me Mr. Kevin Bledsoe? Couldn't tell you. But I wasn't looking for barbecue recipes. However, I was very intrigued by, because when you cook from your heart, I mean, my food is therapy, bro. And there's been dishes I've dished out when people were like, this is outstanding. If you guys tasted my food, you'd probably be one of them people that I would just sit and stare at. Because, Tuck, you got to believe in yourself. I understand that, but it's like, if I don't like it, it's nasty. Even though I know what I'm doing, I know I'm putting all the accurate flavors and everything. But then you taste it, I don't know if smoking had anything to do with it, allergies, but I know you can taste through your nasal passages, your tongue, and breathing. That's how you absorb flavors. Your senses, your 5 senses, however many you guys, I'm not going to doctor your black ass. But you take in that smoothie, you take in that horchata, you take in the feel, you take in the essence of what you're ingesting, drugs included. Let's not, I was talking about food. Sour. Why they got them super sour balls selling on Amazon? 500 times stronger. Like, because people want to shoot a video about it and get famous about being the dumbest nigga to fucking put some stupid shit in their face and then try to get some goddamn recognition. I repent. I don't do this shit because I need clicks and views. I just appreciate when we all talk about some shit because I'm educated and I was dealing with a situation. I'm telling you, we still going back to that, but I repent. I fucking repent. Oh shit. Oh man. See, I'm over here and I'm fucking. See, dude, look at that mental breakdown. I was over here trying to figure out what to say, but look at that sailor bouncing around in the dryer. Every other fucking word. See, I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm just trying to be as real as possible while I have no distractions. And this is exactly who Petty Officer. I'm trying to make sure that I don't cuss. And you cuss like a sailor and drink like one. Well, insert word there. Perhaps that's what I was meant to be. Cause I don't understand why, and you never ask why, remember? So it makes my cheeks rosy and a lot of shit. But it's like, if you understood why you wouldn't want to play with the divine energy that's been bestowed upon me, it's like, I would highly advise having cameras set up so you can watch why you probably shouldn't have been playing them around, because they have not released the contract. I thought that when I signed it, and I was like, all right, sayonara, Japan, Nippon, yeah, China, Oregon. I thought that when I said, all right, I'm taking my last step off the brow, that was it. No, sir, remember when we went to the beginning? Every contract, even afterlife. I got one individual I can think of right now is like, man, I don't even know what he's talking about. All I think I signed was a secret contract. Remember the name Eric Snowden in Hawaii? I ain't said nothing besides remember the name Eric Snowden, Hawaii. There's a movie. You can look up that movie. I don't know how many years old it is, but look up Eric Snowden, the movie, and then look at that black nigga pass that nigga a file on a thumb drive. We don't need to talk about it too much. it just so coincides when I was serving over in Hawaii, across the street from said individual's location, and would go over there frequently. I'm way too numb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. Not around me, throw that to the side, yeah. I want to press my lie, yeah. I want to be like, I want to press my lie, yeah. Now I gotta go play a song, but I won't. Let's just keep on trucking on with this shit, because there's more to say, like I told you. Alcohol or not, I am a sailor, and that's going to continue to be. And God forbid with anything that happened to the individuals that come against me, because all I can do is sit and stare at shit, and a lot of negative shit happens to those who no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I get that. Biblically, we got to get back over there, okay? So let's do that before I go ahead and proceed forward with whatever magic was just happening within the Bible. If there's witchcraft, then there's divine energy. So let's go ahead and take it from the top and switch over to the next page. Considering I'm a Navy sailor, I probably should have had this in my rack while I was serving the country. I guess I was blessed because I came out of the shit with 9/11 and all that other bullshit. There was a reason for that. And now, particle accelerator, you Speedy Gonzalez ass nigga, slow the whole fuck down, take a popsicle out the freezer, and enjoy what the fuck the Lord have repent. Look at me. And he want to end it with a meow. And I will grab that water bottle and I will smite thee. Tuck, don't do that. There's a cat. I know. But if the cat wants to interrupt some shit, then that's a no-go. Okay? If I was a fighter pilot in the United States Navy, I promise you this. Bud the Battle Cat will be oxygen masked up. I have a custom rig built for the kitty cat. And we gonna fly around looking at shit. But I didn't meet him when I was active. So let's go ahead and go from Deuteronomy 29.5. I don't see the numbers. I knew how to read the Bible when I was younger, but let's just go with whatever caught my attention. And I open up to a random page, which means if divine intervention isn't real, then, well, what the is going on? Try it out. Let's go. Your eyes have seen all that the Lord did in Egypt, to Pharaoh, to all his officials, and to all his land. With your own eyes, you saw those great trials. You saw those great trials, those miraculous signs and great wonders. But to this day, the Lord has not given you a mind that understands, or eyes that see, or ears that hear. During the 40 years that I led you, I'm 40, through the desert, your clothes did not wear out, nor did the sandals on your feet. You ate not bread. You ate no bread and drank no wine or other fermented drink. I did this so that you might know that I am the Lord your God. When you reach this place, Sihon or Sihon, king of Heshbon, and Og, I'm gonna go with OG on me, king of Bashan, came out to fight against us, but we defeated them. We took their land and gave it as inheritance to the Reubenites the what the to the Reuben the what to the Reubenites. Oh, to the Reubenites. The Gadites or the Jadites or the Gadites. I'm really great with English, but you know this is a biblical reference, so I am not well spoken in the Bible. I'm not even gonna hold you on that one. I'm just doing my best since I thought that I was done with page 100 or whatever. Trying my best not to curse. I'm doing a pretty good job, hopefully. Carefully follow the terms of this covenant so that you may prosper in everything you do. All of you are standing today in the presence of the Lord your God, your leaders and chief men, your elders and officials, and all the other men of Israel, together with your children and your wives, and the aliens is in the Bible. Stop right there. Wait a whole Mary fucking Baba da da ta ta. And that, why is this in the Bible? Oh man, everybody get in the chat, because I believe that since I've been anointed to be discovering stuff, why is there aliens in the Bible? In the Bible? I thought, now it makes us feel like I'm reading a fucking fictional book. I promise you, everybody, hey, spread this fuck. Not while I'm holding the Bible. Hey, I'm getting drained of spiritual energy. I hope this is a good Bible, because the message is stuff. Aliens. There's more we could expound on that. I believe if we just sit up here and watch this shit from the beginning. I'm cursing again. Let's just get through this. Let's get through this. Oh, let's start right there. Your leaders and chief men, your elders and officials, and all the other men of Israel, together with your children and your wives and the aliens living in your camps, who chop your wood and carry your water, you are standing here in order to enter into a covenant with the Lord your God, a covenant the Lord is making with you this day and sealing with an oath, to confirm you this day as his people, that he may be your God as he promised you, and as he swore to your fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am making this covenant with its oath, not only with you who are standing here with us today in the presence of the Lord our God, but also with those who are not here today. You yourselves know how we lived in Egypt and how we passed through the countries on the way here. You saw among them their detestable gold. Make sure there is no man or woman, clan or tribe among you today whose heart turns away from the Lord or our God to go and worship the gods of those nations. Make sure there is no root among you that produces such bitter poison. When such a person hears the words of this oath, he invokes a blessing on himself and therefore thinks, I will be safe. Even though I persist in going in my own way, This will bring a disaster, the watered land as well as the dry. The Lord will never be willing to forgive him. His wrath and zeal will burn against that man. All the curses written in this book will fall upon him, and the Lord will now blot out his name from under heaven. The Lord will single him out and fall from all the tribes of Israel for disaster, according to all the curses of the covenant written in this book of the law. Your children who follow you in latter generations and foreigners who come from distant lands will see the calamities that will have fallen on the land and the diseases with which the Lord has afflicted it. The whole land will be amongst burning waste of salt and sulfur. Nothing planted, nothing sprouting, no vegetation growing on it. It will be like the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, Adam, Zeboim, which the Lord overthrew in a fierce anger. All nations will ask, why has the Lord done this to the land, to this land? Why this fierce burning anger? And the answer will be, it is because the people abandoned the covenant of the Lord, the God of their fathers, the covenant he made with them when he brought them out of Egypt. They went off and worshiped other gods and bowed down to them, gods they did not know, gods he had not given them. Therefore the Lord's anger burned against this land, so that he brought on all its curses written in his book. In furious anger and in great wrath, the Lord uprooted them from their land and thrust them into another land. As it is now, the secret things belong to the Lord our God, but things revealed belong to us and to our children forever, that we may follow all his words and of his law. That requires a lot, so that's got to go in there, and I did not think that we was going to church, but you might want to pick this book up if you still have a Barnes and Nobles or something nearby, or don't depend on artificial intelligence to read the word. Here's what I got for you. That was a lot. First things first, I'ma tell you, make you believe.
And contaminate freshly fallen rainwater, here's your answer. Tiny airborne insects and insect eggs get swept up by wind currents and carried high into the atmosphere, where they're caught in the condensing droplets and fall back down to the ground. That's why you should always boil it, filter it, or better yet, distill it before you drink it.
I know that this will never happen again in history. There will never be a situation where people end a multi-billion-dollar deal off of a tweet. Gotcha. So I would like to thank everyone that was involved with this negotiation. Thank God no one was hurt in the process. And I feel free.
Sure you are, Kanye. Sure you are, buddy.
Prince wants you to come back and have pasta and pizza. I was like, oh, okay. And then Prince got up and left, and she got up and left. I'm
summoned by royalty.
And I show up at the Ritz-Carlton. There's a doorman there with a key, and it was like, Ms. Anderson, Prince is on floor 42, and the room number is 4206. I was like, okay. Gave me my key, put me in this private elevator. I went up, put the key in the door opened. There was, an array of people in the living room, and I went back to find Prince, and we had pasta and pizza at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Picture this, you just got to hang out with one of the biggest musicians to ever exist. You get a private elevator to a private party in some bougie penthouse, and all you can talk about is the P words, those same P words that every single one of these people seem to bring up in every interview they ever do. It's almost like those P words.
gonna talk about P words, let's go with some P words that are probably there's a word right there that I have the red circle with a line across it. No smoking, no talking. Penis, pussy, peanuts, pedophile, pizza, Pop-Tarts, peas, powder, sniffing that shit, right? Poverty. There must be power in the letter P. I don't know, I'm just over here just being positive energy while people practice poor practices. Excuse me for pausing the video so much that might persuade you to persistently, passively participate in some other party. Please, you begging for something. Pause. Perhaps that is my purpose.
This could mean something else. The comment section needs to help me out on this one because I'm limited as to what I can say.
More often than not, I think this creator reaches for strings on his conspiracy corkboard that simply aren't there, but that's just me.
I hate to keep doing this to you. You follow this channel long enough. I want to know whether or not, speaking in plain language, do you believe in reincarnation? Very serious question. I'd love to know whether you believe in reincarnation. Now, Tuck, you're asking me a question that I have not the answer to. Point taken. Reincarnation is something that has to do with divinity, the stars, the sky, the moon, the different planets orbiting. Reincarnation is when you have left this plane of view, meaning your eyesight, what you can hear, taste, smell, experience, to cross over, as some musicians like to say, from one realm being what you think you see, you don't, to another realm, where it's a whole new world. Disney loves singing songs like that and shit. That's why the lights just glitched. Because perhaps I shut the fuck up but no, I believe that it's necessary, you know. We're only here for a short time. Enjoy the cruise, man. Pay your driver $50 for a fucking tip. Inflation is real, isn't it? Alright? The fucking downloads, they keep getting deleted due to the fact that I'm channeling. I'm sitting up here trying to tell you. Is there a rock sitting there balancing on some shit? Let's go shoot at it. Break the fucking mold. This is retarded. The Grand Canyon? Been there, pissed in it. Don't tell nobody. I'm leaving my mark because, well, what are we here for? You guys got a bunch of Lego men with firearms and shit going to war over shit that doesn't make no sense when God just set everybody here and that bitch ate that apple and now look at all this chaos. So yeah, King Tut, King Tutankhamun. I wonder who the whole fuck. Nothing. There's none of my business. Only thing I could do is stare at rocks, sand, and use a thought process and just try to remember what they said his story is. Now, if you don't believe in reincarnation, well, you can just believe in whatever the textbooks or whatever the fuck tells you. Me personally, I'm not too sure about all this shit that be happening where I'm like, man, that was weird. I bet you no other human has ever experienced some shit like that. His story. I don't know. Let's keep on moving forward. I would hope that you guys would share this shit. Share this shit and ask questions. Share this shit and ask questions so we can engage in the conversation. Because the best thing I got for you is to just sit here and stare at shit and try to realize all the generations of the sun going up and down due to the planetary rotation, astrology and stars and asteroids and comets and shit, telescopes, and, yeah, Copernicus, Einstein. People are trying to find stuff out. And then you get so knowledgeable to the point where you live in with this spiderweb thing called a government, where if you try to break out of that spiderweb because, hey man, you guys are blocking my view with all those satellites, man. I'm trying to see something, man. I'm like, I don't have nothing to do with y'all. I'm just trying to, I just want to see something. Yeah, hey, you're doing too much. You know, that's only for us to do. It's like, no, I'm here with free will. God told me I can stare into the heavens and probably see something. Yeah, but we're gonna take you to jail if you don't stop looking up there. Are you enjoying yourself? I hope so. But this is for those nerds that like to hang out in the library and then be able to create shit and then do witchcraft or spells or demonic shit. When you know something and you have knowledge, that's why they want to hide knowledge from people, because if you knew how to access your third fucking eye and you knew how to fucking be in a temple, be by yourself. See, you find peace when you're by yourself. I don't even understand it. People didn't understand that. Case in point, I'm scared to be by myself. Now, low key, I could have a seizure, but isn't that divine intervention? Fuck fear, bro. I mean, if you have a condition, you have a condition. But everybody and everything happens for a reason. Don't live in fear. And if you are around things that activate your fight or flight mode, perhaps you should remove yourself from those energies and politely decline any other invitation to come to another party or a situation like that. So you're in control. This is your life. Don't let others write your own history. Don't let nobody control who the fuck's history is going down in your name. You know? Every mistake you made it by yourself. Don't let nobody paint no bullshit that was in your picture that wasn't there. Especially with AI, boy, they fuckers try to control whatever the fuck they can. It's far as my pyramids are concerned, now did I time travel or am I just living a false narrative? I don't know. Only time will tell.
The answer to why so many statues have broken noses is actually far more profound and reasonable than you might expect. It's a deliberate act known as iconoclasm. Invaders, tomb raiders, and rival rulers smashed the noses off statues to symbolically kill them, believing the nose was where the statue's life-giving breath was stored. Think of it as an ancient act of desecration.
How is this possible? They already had an ad out for Messi's halftime event before the game between Argentina and England was even over with. Can someone explain this one to me? You see it for yourselves. I mean, the game was still going on at that time. There wasn't even a winner decided yet, but yet they already had this advertisement out. Tune into Lowe's Messi halftime event on July 19th. How is this possible? Can someone explain this one to me? Again, the game was still going on. It was still happening when they had this advertisement. So something is definitely up. If this doesn't show you that these games are predetermined and that these games are scripted, I don't know what will at this point. All of these sports leagues are as scripted as the WWE.
I can see that people are really trying hard, like really trying hard to convey that a lot of the mainstream sports pushed so heavily on our TVs and in our feeds are 100% scripted. But to those people really trying to deliver that message, I have to ask why. So you spend your time making content exposing the truth about sports and the whole industry around it, and then what? We both know how this goes. People just want to be entertained. They don't care if it's real or not. It's a distraction. And at the end of the day, people need escapism.
Guys, we are seeing the book of Revelation unfold right before our eyes, and still nobody's believing it. A while ago, I made a full video on the 7 trumpets blown in the book of Revelation that will signal a series of events ultimately leading to the return of Christ. Well, the Bible says when the first trumpet is blown, there will be a mixture of hell and fire cast upon the earth, burning up a third of the earth along with green grass and trees. Well, what we've been seeing in the last 5 years is an unprecedented level of forest fires, not just in Canada, but in Colorado, California, and across the world in places like China as well. Now, I'm not saying for sure whether or not we're seeing the blowing of the first trumpet, but I'm just saying I wouldn't risk it. Build and maintain your relationship with...
Hey man, shut the fuck up! I mean, excuse me, politely, fucking exclude that. Cut that shit out. My name is Michael, by the way. Look it in the Bible, bro. We just did a fuck. So this is not overreacting. This is reaction. This is me. I appreciate the souls and everybody that sends me the information to read and listen and watch and look at. I'm losing my chain of thought. The fires, yeah. The garden is burning. The garden is fucking burning. You're a simple gardener trying to grow your own food. You know, there's warehouses that are growing food in warehouses. Do you know how much control the people have over you when it comes to your food? I was like, fuck that shit, all them shits you be spraying on the fucking collard green. I'm just go ahead and take my time and grow my own sweet, delicious greens. And maybe if I get good at it, I'ma sell them bitches. Like, you ain't even gotta go to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here like doing this like we used to do back in the day, how America was built. No. I believe with CERN, they done pissed off an angel or let one in. And I'm not saying that it's a good one. I'm a drink. Because what do they call alcohol? They call them spirits, right? And then what do they call me? Y'all don't say Tuck Beat. If you know who Tuck Beat is, and you know that Tuck Beat's name is what? So if you're gonna be in a warfare with a spirit, if you're gonna be in war with a spirit, if you're gonna be at war with a spirit, because it's not gonna let you sleep anyway, right? Y'all like this song? Wake them up. Make this shit a fucking thumbnail that you can send to somebody for real. Cause I'm not even fucking playing. I get tired of this bullshit. All these goddamn I repent secrets. This is my favorite fucking song. I should go to sleep with this shit. I record this shit. I got the equipment. I should just record this shit and put this shit, make it. Go to sleep. Welcome to my motherfucking life, bro. Fires. This is what we're looking at. Fires. It's hot as fuck. And they said that this is just the startup. They're not talking about this month, this week. They're talking about this year. We got some more. Oh, let me give you the good villain shit. We got some more shit planned for you next year. Half part of my city was burned down. I don't think Daddy playing, and I'm not gay, bro. I'm just saying that shit because that's what a Yag would say, meaning the devil. Now, you better be praying and shit. I just showed you. I'm not here to false flag and bang on nobody at this point in time, because at this point in time, you are using your energy in the wrong fucking direction. I promise you that. Why are fires just... Hey, look, you dropped your cheeseburger wrapper on the forest, and all of a sudden it just went poof. I'm like, yep, see? And then all those pine needles with all that good pine oil, and now you burning in it. Now you're burning in... Oh, it's starting to make sense. Heat it up. You want... I don't control cats, alright? So, I mean, biblically... Want to say hi? Want to say hi? Fluffer nut. As above, so below. That's very correct. I've been trying to keep my eyes like Smokey Bear on fires, but yeah, pine trees. People be putting that shit in diffusers because, like, oh, it smells like the woods. You go bottle some of that. Go bottle some of that shit. It's called the California I Remember. Y'all, you know, niggas will market anything. Disaster, here's baby teardrops and shit. Like, who's buying that shit? Witches and warlocks and wizards. Here's a cup full of baby tears from the 9/11 crash. Like, who's buying this shit? Hey, didn't get enough of that Twin Towers? We got California forest fires. How about a shark attack off the coast of Bermuda Triangle where the pilot tried to steer the plane in the right direction but got sucked in a hurricane and spun down to the abyss and met the middle of Gaia. Yeah, you want some of that? That's some strong shit right there. Matter of fact, I only keep one of these on me because it's so strong that I might create a black hole. Playing around with shit. I love being in my own peace. and your name comes up is because, hey, Miss Mitchell, I don't even know where you've been. These are just timestamps to let me know that you actually was watching. So if you were watching and this is not live, finally, for the fact that I do go live, I want you, I'm gonna be looking for you too. Maybe I'm gonna be looking for you. And this is between me and you. There's several names that I really want to mention, but those who come forward are the ones that are actively participating in the channel. I don't do this for no reason. I'm sitting on my ass. You feel me? And then I go out and I do whatever other stuff that we don't even talk about. But obviously the first name that comes up is Blob. That's where we're starting from. Blob, Miss Mitchell. Those are females, by the way. Aviator was a long time ago. I mean, if your name's not popping up, it's because you haven't been active. Only those people who have been active, I can remember. Bunny has been active. And it shows me how long you actually followed this stream. It's not a stream, but this video. I just learned how to make videos. So, you know, never stop learning. I'm trying to think of names that always see if you start building a community. I want to give those recognition who are constantly spreading positive vibes and those who I've given wrenches to moderate the channel, because sometimes the devil just swoops in on a kite that he bought from Dollar Tree and don't realize that the only thing you got to do is never mind. Just let them people that I just mentioned take care of it. You want to build an army and then make sure that after that we make sure that we I'll tell you how to build an empire, but I just want it to happen by itself, because the divine energy within me, for those who got credit upon me talking about you, hey look man, you've been doing it, take yourself and take a bow, because for everybody else I cannot remember your name. That means you have not been present. But for those names that I mentioned, hey, take a bow. I mean, I'm not nobody to worship, but I understand my energy, and I understand that there is a purpose. So if this is the way that the Most High wants me to move, I feel like don't give me all the credit. I want y'all to help out. I want y'all to talk to the individuals I just mentioned. You know, heavy lies the crown. However, it takes somebody that knows how to lead a bunch of people. If you know about the United States, you think that the President of the United States is doing a good job at leading a nation full of people? I think that if I felt like it, instead of everybody talking about I'm about to shoot your other ear, like, that's not my job. I'll stay being in the front lines with the rest of these niggas. But I can ride my bike with no handlebars. It's very correct, but no, I'm good. That's a really great position to be in, and you need to know what the fuck you're doing. Knowing that America is a superpower, however, we're being encircled by. Let's not talk about it, because I don't want to throw that in the universe. It's just that I do notice that a lot of prominent individuals are creating bunkers. I want one because I know, but then I want one because that's what I would buy anyway. I want one because I know, and I would buy one anyway because that's just like my RV. I would want a house on wheels. I would want an underground bunker. I would want to have it close to a water source. Deep. Like they've already built. Now, here's what we got, stupid normal. Only thing you can do is try to grow a garden. They keep filtering out. Let's save that for whatever the fuck I've been talking about. If you guys want to talk, let's talk.
Christ today, because there's too much going on not to.
If it feels like Revelation is unfolding, that's because it's meant to feel like Revelation is unfolding. It's not prophecy so much as it is by design, which I also believe to be 110% intentional.
The following footage was captured by a witness in Chicago, and honestly, this fuels the fire to this conspiracy. Watch this video really quick. Now, how many of you have heard the conspiracy that some birds aren't real? Some are implants that are actually machines recording and watching everybody. And have you ever heard of that saying, if it flies, it spies? Well, when we see stuff like this, we can't help but question and wonder, is there truth to that conspiracy theory?
The eyes are the window to the soul. Can you pass a polygraph test? You know how to control your nerves, your nervous system, your breathing patterns? Deep CIA shit. Project X, Project Black. You know how to control your emotions, shipmate? Would you allow me to stare into your soul and listen to your thoughts? It's okay, we got cameras. You can do that at every traffic light at this point. Wink, wink. Some of those satellites are not just out there just giving you fucking television. Television. Some of them out there that knows how many grains of dirt you got up under your fingernail. Why would you need something? You thought a microscope was something. Now here's the question. How much of that is real? I'm not trying to throw a conspiracy out there. I just want thinkers to be on my channel. I don't want people that... I do want everybody. I want everybody. Because I believe if you build a community, everybody can grow together. So I don't want to discount nobody. Fuck it. If you're not that, I would highly advise you to just ask questions the best that you can without being derogatory. Because reach one, teach one. And if the collective all together, we come together right now over TV, I don't know. I appreciate the fact that I get to sit here without the pressure. Copy? I know way too much, and only thing I get to do is stare. And it's a lot of pressure to sit there and try to entertain everybody while actually trying to develop a message. And as you see, memory can be zapped and all this other shit. And if I'm over here clutching and having a fucking glitch moment just by myself with no distractions besides that cat that keeps yelling over food and ain't nobody ate yet, this has all been training and all type of shit. And it's like, oh, he labels everything as training. It's like, well, bro, go to the military. Go to the military, and when a motherfucking thing falls out the sky and lands and actually produces things coming out with laser beams and shit, I'm not trained. Yeah, you gonna go, what are you gonna go do? Like, ooh, you would be my first, because what are you here for? You're not, even if I handed you a fucking Nerf gun, you probably just end up blowing your toe off. There's some real shit going on. It's like, Tuck, you've been watching too much Alien Space Invaders, if that's even something that exists. Sounds like a movie or a TV show, alright? I just read the Bible and it said alien. I didn't add that shit to the Bible. Where's the Bible? No, I just did some next.
What is really going on around us? Take a look at it once again, comment below, and tell us what you think.
A solar panel. tracking device. Population monitoring. I'm trying to keep it simple, stupid. KISS.
It's a solar-powered GPS tracking device attached by researchers or conservationists. It's not that deep.
They want you to pay a monthly subscription now to drink water, to breathe air, and to walk the earth. According to this woman here, Lindsay Hooper of Cambridge. Does anyone else not think that like this whole thing has gone too far? Have given as a population a small group of people way too much power over us and this earth. They say weird things like this years in advance before they actually start to roll it out. But you know who shouldn't have access to these kind of things? Evil earthly overlords currently running the world. It just seems like every year after the World Economic Forum, you get these super crazy dystopian evil genius take over the world type of quotes every year. Why are we letting people who say things like this have power over
Here's your
anything?
reminder.
This is not someone you won't be calling the shots. But as always, stay weird.
Yes, this is true, and regular viewers will know it's not the first time we've watched the WEF try to put a price tag on things that were always meant to be free. Several prominent WEF initiatives are actively working to transition water, soil, and oxygen from free, infinite public goods into quantified financial assets. The goal, according to them, is to force industries to pay for the depletion or degradation of nature by explicitly pricing it on corporate national balance sheets. On paper, it sounds good. No accountability for the corporations who've never shared the burden the rest of us have carried for so many.
Corporate America, Bill Gates, buying farmland, wants to capitalize off of natural resources from the human being. Earth, vegetables, water, air, make you pay for it. Capitalizing off of Mother Nature. That is where we enter an upheaval, uprise of the people becoming sick and tired of the robots, no jobs. You're gonna own nothing and be happy. They're pushing it. The New World Order. And individuals are gonna be like, I am sick and tired of this shit. I am so sick and tired. Like, people will snap. I know what prisoners look like. I know what this individual looks like. I know a female on her period. I know a lot. I've seen a lot of interactions with this realm. So, go ahead and whatever the fuck. I don't know. They just cut my plug. Whatever I was about to say, but you kind of get what I was saying. And you fuck around and find out that, man, that was bullshit, to tell you the truth. I am the bull. Shit. I'll just keep going. I can feel it right here. It's like here and centralized right here. Something right here. Now, I tell you, they gotta have satellites and shit. Like, they forgot who the fuck they developed and built. Yeah, no, I'll tell you. I'm not finna let Neuralink get in there and start rewiring shit because they gonna make it worse. You got me fucked up. And shout outs to Neuralink because the people that trust that shit, having a computer chip putting your do 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 boing boing do 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 do. Eight-bit sound. For those who have eyes, may you see. Now, here's what I got for you. If anybody picked up what the whole fuck I was just doing right there, why don't you throw that shit in the chat? I'll respond. And y'all respond to each other and shit. Let's build this fucking community. There is this moon that they keep talking about, satellite. Anything that orbits another individual is a satellite. For those who have eyes, may you see. Because with great gravitational force, you start to bring in smaller particles, if you will. So you just minding your fucking business. You're orbiting the sun. You don't think the sun got feelings? Like, yeah, nigga, I know you've been here for a long time. It's like, damn. Now you got fleas and ticks and shit flying off you and shit coming towards me because they see something greater than you. Motherfuckers be trying to shake niggas. Like, nigga, you making me itch, bro. So you don't think because you itch because you got a tick-infested backyard or some fleas with some dusty-ass fucking animals that you ain't gonna catch fleas? Making me itch. Look at that. What do you think the planet feels like? We fleas and ants and shit to this motherfucker. Like, ooh, I gotta shake it off. You know? If a fucking earthquake doesn't work, how else can I get rid of this itch? Let's put some cream on it. Hit them with a hurricane. Swipe that Dr. Scholl's. Whoa, who was that? Who's that doctor? Dr. Bronner or some shit? Here. You know, so we know what's wrong. We're recording this shit. You feel it? I wouldn't have normally done all this extra shit, but since I'm in my energy, bro, I might as well go ahead and get you some of this castor oil from Dr. Bronner's. You feel me? I just want you to do that. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of that shit and put that shit on my rash real quick because I been sweating and shit. So, look at that foamy, fuzzy goodness, right? Let's hope that rash goes away. Like, Tuggy, you be playing witchcraft, huh? No, I don't know what you're talking about. What I got for you is I'm just putting on some of this, go look it up on Google or Amazon. Get you some of this. It's so amazing because the whole bottle's got like a bunch of, it's got a whole lot of messages on the bottle. It's like you can't stop reading this bottle even if you tried. So, here's what I got for you. Look, all the way to the top. From the top to the bottom. It's got something for you to read. It's like a book on a bottle. Oh, maybe somebody should coin that shit. It's a book in a bottle or on a bottle. And it's famous since 1858. There's no witchcraft involved in that because their slogan is all one. This is amazing stuff. Smell up your whole house, and when you put it, you take yourself a peppermint shower. And it comes in different flavors. But I believe that this one is the real one that you really need. If you really want to go ahead and talk to some shit and put on some sunglasses inside the tub, you might be enlightened. So, hey, look, check it out. Take a picture. Get your social media on. You feel it? Alright, that's enough. Now, back to the motherfucking educational program. They should have never let these niggas have money. Now I get it. Because I don't appreciate distractions. A nigga never did, a nigga never will. Okay, good copy? Nigga. We on pause, so smoke it if you guys got it, drink it if you guys got it, chew it if you got it, and if you do that other shit, do it if you got it. I don't give a whole fuck how this comes out as long as it comes out. Because this is just the tip of the, remember, y'all remember, it's just a tip of the what? Listen to the cat. This is not scripted. This is just called energy flowing. You should come back and tell your friends to come back. Like, dude, if you want some rejuvenation, go to this channel. What? Remember I told you how orange tabbies are just fat asses? That's why they created Garfield? Yeah, that's pretty much. Drink some water. Go get some water. Go get some water, bro. Go get some water. Nobody's eating. You like gonna fall off the back of the fucking truck. And nobody's gonna come save you. It's already there inherently, okay? You're acting like a bitch on her period, dude. You really need to kick back. Look at follow the leader, dog. You guys are animals. We're all animals. Chill. Chill the whole fuck out. How many times I gotta tell you to chill the fuck out? Chill out, bro. We are going to eat. It's like, nigga, you can't even go to war with us carrying a rifle. You like a sissy pants, bro. Every 15 fucking minutes, your ass want to sit up here and be like, I need a cracker break with peanut butter and honey. Like, dog, you need to keep marching with your rifle. The enemy is closing in on us. And your ass is worried about your stomach. I'm going to show you your stomach.
Yes, but let's not pretend this is going to end well for people like us, because it isn't. Not at all. But you didn't need me to tell you that. Moving on.
If hair is coming from your exhaust, you're done for.
Oh. Now, if this were to happen to you, you might be tempted to think that somebody shoved a wig down your exhaust pipe, but that's actually not the case here. This TikTok video that I got tagged in says, I thought cars leak oil, why the heck is mine leaking hair? And it shows this person pulling what looks to be an extremely long strand of hair from their car's exhaust. Now, this kind of thing is not unheard of, and in doing my research for this, I found a bunch of very, very unsettling photos. But despite the fact that this looks like hair, it is indeed not. This is fiberglass. Specifically, this is fiberglass packing material from the inside of your muffler, which helps keep your car quiet. So it completely makes sense that this fiberglass is meant to further deaden the sound coming from your vehicle. In some cases, that fiberglass can start coming out of your exhaust. Probably not the best idea to pull it all out. You probably want to go to a mechanic, get this taken care of.
And some ding-dongs out there do this intentionally, driving their dirt cheap cars that they've lowered, tinted, and bolted massive fart cans onto. Real chads.
I bet that you didn't know this. Oprah's original name was Orpah. She was named after a biblical figure, but then her family just kept misspelling it as she was growing up, so they kept it Oprah. When Notre Dame burned down in 2019, Ubisoft lended their Unity game data because one of the studio's artists had spent 2 whole years recreating the entire cathedral for the game. There was a Brazilian TV host in 2009 who was accused of ordering so that he could report them on his TV show before anyone else did. He was charged but never convicted, and in 2010 he passed away before the case could be fully figured out. George Foreman named 5 of his sons George Foreman. Dutch police arrested a bird back in 2019 because it was with the suspect they arrested for robbery. They actually put the bird in a jail cell with bread and water, and when the media was reporting on it, they put a little black bar over his face to protect his identity. I'm a Dorian. Follow for more tomorrow.
I don't know where to start with that last one. So many questions. Somebody taking a pet parakeet to a robbery? The fact that the police detained it rather than handing it over to a sanctuary? Humans are weird, man. There's no question about that one.
NASA's Curiosity rover has been on Mars since 2012, and it's been sending back thousands of raw, unedited images, and most are just rocks and dust, but some exhibit some strange and unexplainable phenomena. June 16th, 2019, Sol 2438. On the right navigation camera, a bright white light appears clearly in the frame. Images taken just seconds before and after, and it's gone. This one went viral back in 2019, but NASA has said similar bright spots are often sun glints off rocks or cosmic ray hits on the sensor itself, but this particular one keeps people talking. October 5th, 2022, Sol 3613. The right hand side navcam once again, and something appears in the sky, and it looks airborne, possibly near the mound. And 12 seconds later in the very next frame, it's completely gone. People enhanced it, and it doesn't look like dust or a lens flare. It was there, and then it vanished. Feb 22nd, 20...
Man, look, shut the fuck up! Nobody was gonna tell me the truth about what the whole fuck I witnessed. Joining the United States, United fucking multiple corporation airborne phenomena as Corporation of America. Hey, a country? I don't know. There's a country. There's a country. You guys bang this bitch. I bang the bitch. I got the flags over here somewhere. One's flying high. It's like, yep, America. Is this a company or a corporation? I mean, a country. Oh, damn. See, a company or a corporation or a country. A company, a country, or a corporation. All of the above. Just remember how they said when in doubt, Charlie out? That's what A, B, C, D, F, G on your test. Whatever. When in doubt, Charlie out. You'll probably become the scholar and you probably read the fucking country and lead it. That's probably what Mr. Hare did, who's the president of the United States. Probably just, how do you become a president? Here's your questionnaire. You have 50 minutes. The timer's starting. If you pass this test, you can become the president of the United States. And then the secret code is, when in doubt, Charlie out. You only have 4 answers, A, B, C, D. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. When in doubt, A, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. Charlie out. Look at my ring finger. If you just take a government test and you all just answer C, I don't give a fuck if you even know the answer to the question, you know the answer is wrong. Even if you know the answer is wrong, you want to get high up into some dumb shit, I shouldn't be talking like this, but anywho. Alpha, Bravo, Delta, wait, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. When in doubt, Charlie out. Alright, so you wanted some attention. What are your test results? You just scored an 89%. You're welcome.
2026, Sol 4816. Just a few months ago, the right navigation camera again. A dark object or a spot hovering in the Martian sky, and this went viral pretty damn quickly. People calling it a possible UFO UAP, and NASA posted the raw images publicly, but has not commented specifically on this one at all, so it still remains a mystery. Now,
Was that a whole fucking city?
even older images show some similar weirdness, like the rear HazCam from Sol 862 in 2015, and many show bright spots, dark spots, or objects that appear in one frame and vanish in the next. And almost all of these objects come from the navigation cameras themselves. So, what could they be? I mean, there's many more photos I'm going to share, so stay tuned. Very strange.
Want to know what I think? Now, this is just a theory, and I'm wondering if any of you out there are on my side with this one, but I don't think these images are captured from Mars at all. I think the silence from NASA and officials about these anomalies in the sky comes down to 2 things. 1, they don't want to admit this is just a rover sitting out in a desert somewhere, and 2, seems to be capturing birds or animals flying overhead. That said, they stand to gain far more by leaving it ambiguous or by saying they don't know what it is, because that lends credence to the whole UAP extraterrestrial narrative being pushed so heavily right now. And if you've sat through the other NASA anomaly clips with me, you already know how this dance tends to go. The ambiguity is the product. It's a bit of a catch-22, this one, but tell me what you think down in the comments.
Andromedans tell you that the Alpha Draconans are here now. Where?
There are 1,833 of them that have been living underground between 100 and 200 miles beneath the surface. They've been here, some of them have been here a long, long time. They have lifespans that are thousands of years. They're carnivorous. They are not friendly to mankind, at least the ones that are here.
Are you saying carnivorous, they eat humans?
Yes. And they need to be, they won't eat a dead human, it has to be alive at the time of the killing. Their preference is children. You know, and we've been told, you shouldn't talk about that. You know, other people say, well, you better not talk about the reptilians. Well, you know, bull. You know, why not? According to the Andromedans, they're responsible for 31,712 children disappearing in the last 25 years from the United States. These children were food.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Whoa. Fuck. From just said publicly knowledge research, the reason why anyone, I don't give a fuck who the fuck it is, you can call yourself Dracula, you can call yourself whoever the fuck you want to call yourself, or a species, for them to feed off of children. Do you understand what happens? It's a spiritual connectivity, and things of that nature are feeding off your fear. Horror movies, watch them if you want to, because they might just close the motherfucking doors behind you while you still locked in fear, because they harness that energy off of fear. Fear is an energy, so is happiness. You feel so good. Didn't I just tell you I locked myself inside of a room? So whatever thoughts that I feel like, I have no negative influence. This is me pure. This is me talking to you. Now, you lock yourself in a room and watch a horror movie, and we sitting up here talking about niggas eating children. Can you imagine how much energy you could pull off a child? that is scared for their life, that they don't understand what's going on, their mind is going through so many different calculations because it's a human being. It's trying to figure out, why would this happen to me? And so many children have escaped that shit and become adults and cannot live full lives. So the person that they grow and feel comfortable around, they mistreat it and don't know what the fuck they've experienced because their whole life they've been dealing with trauma. It's unfortunate. I like to speak the real shit. That's why I want real ass motherfuckers to come through and dibble and dab. Because this channel in Tuck Beat 2 point, well, ain't 2 point, Tuck Beat 2, and Tuck Beat 3.0, no space on none of that. We need to build and build back better, like Obama said, what have you. They all part of the same unrepentant family, so, but you need to use and practice discernment. I will not be stopped, and that's a bad idea. I want you to put in the chat if you've made it this fucking far. I did a timestamp over there. I'm not doing that shit where you go edit and like, hey, what do you think so far? I ain't doing none of that shit. You've made it this far, hey, type in the motherfucking chat. Just say, whenever you type in, just put the time in. I'm over here listening from 11.0. I'm over here listening from 23. I'm over here listening from 1 hour and 26 minutes. I'm over here listening to 3 hours. I'm over here listening to, nigga, when is you gonna stop? That's what I want to see, because that'll help me build and consciously build, because I'm not gonna let artificial intelligence destroy not one of these channels. I'm on timeout on my main channel. But it's very okay. Because, you know what? I came from playing Nintendo to like social creation and shit, and it's like, hey bro, it seems like you guys got a lot of rules in this bitch. How come I can't just play other niggas' music? How come niggas can't play my music? It's free advertisement. No, we need to control everything. And if you don't want to comply, well, now we got a bunch of C words. If you don't want to comply, we will complete the commission. Meow is not a C word. Next.
And I'm supposed to just shut up and not say anything about it because people don't want to hear it? That's tough. That's tough. You know, Westchester County, in the last 5 years, 3,000 children in Westchester County, New York, have vanished without a trace. Where are they going?
Where are they going? Well, if you look at the fucking news, apparently a few months ago, or days, let's go with days, because this shit they over here trying to speed up time so everything feels like it's like, oh, that was like a year ago. It's like, nah, nigga, y'all speeding up time and shit. Stop fucking around with time, alright? But apparently there's like been sewers in New York City and shit where people just popping up out of the underground. I know about the presidential transit system that requires the president to be sitting up there and being, hey, he's in Boston, he's in Cali, he's in there, he's in Florida. Because there's an underground railroad. Remember Harriet Tubman? She worked for the government, but y'all don't know that. But anyway, if you want to look it up, ask Alexa. Alexa, did Harriet Tubman work with the government, the United States government? About as quiet as my air conditioner, right? What you think you see, you don't. You're in the right spot. Tell your friends about this channel because it's gonna get deeper. Just like this gentleman right here, I'm sharing him because I'm learning off of him, and I also have to keep learning off of the rest of the other shit. And Blue Jackets manuals and all type of shit. I just read the Bible and it said aliens. What the fudge stick? I need to go and get an older Bible and go look up that same verse. You see what I'm doing? I'm studying. Why does my Bible say aliens in it? What is an alien? What if I don't even know how to speak English? Like a Mexican Bible or some shit. Find that page. I don't feel like reading. I just want to see that word aliens. Maybe I should have put a highlighter on it like people do in their Bibles. Aliens. Egypt. I know about Egypt because I own all of Egypt, just in case you didn't know. You're like staring at a nigga that really owns Egypt. And I just don't understand why it hasn't been given back to me. Because hypocrisy and all type of stupid shit. Like, Tug, you need to stop drinking. And which are those miraculous signs and great wonders, but to this day the Lord has not given you a mind that understands, or eyes that see, or ears that hear. During that 40 years, which is where I'm at, I led you through the desert. If you clock, you clock. Your clothes did not wear out, nor did the sandals on your feet. You ate no bread and drank no wine, or other fermented drink. I did this so that you might know that I am the Lord your God. Honestly, I didn't get to where the fuck I was looking for, but however, excuse my French, I repent.
Why are we allowing this to happen? And why should people stay in denial about it?
Now, how are they able to do this? How are they able to do it? How are they able to come up out of this from underground and do it? Or do they have...
There are tunneling systems everywhere. They're being helped by the Greys, and also there are groups within the higher echelon that are actually helping them acquire this.
So human beings are abducting the kids and getting them to the Greys, who in turn give them to the Alpha Draconans?
That's right. That's part of the deal. They won't come up as long as we feed them down there. You understand? It's about human beings selling themselves out. The echelon attitude here, the needs of the few outweigh the needs of humanity. And sorry, that just isn't right. You know, but it's going to have to be humanity that's going to rise up and take the stand. You're just going to have to turn off your televisions. They're going to have to get in their car. They're going to have to fire everybody in Washington, D.C. that knows and does nothing. And they're going to have to do something. You know, this apathy's got to end. Otherwise, the way we live is going to end. Period. I mean, that's the bottom line. You know, and I'm not coming from a fear space. I'm really quite angry about the apathy and the fact that, you know, when people give lectures and try to tell this, people want to stand up and fight with them. Look at what's happening around us. The indications are everywhere. Everywhere. The truth is now an obscure thing. You know, the lie is the norm. There's something wrong here. What's wrong with this picture?
For anyone unfamiliar with who this gentleman is, his name is Alex Collier. Not his real name, but the one he decided to go with. And he's a pretty interesting rabbit hole. If you're into the whole reptilian race shadow government theories, this is definitely a rabbit hole worth exploring. If you want to learn more, start with this man.
I was going in the video, but another thing popped up. Okay, so this man was investigated by the Vatican and the Pentagon and NASA somewhere between 2007 and 2013 something, because he had saw this woman who said that she is the divine feminine energy that will bring an awakening to this world. Look, this is his daughter speaking.
The Vatican, the U.S. government, and governments and other organizations all over the world have been researching my family's UFO case since 2007.
This divine feminine spirit visited this man, and the government and astrologers came to the conclusion that around 2026 would be the message that I'm going to show you.
Communicated that she was the divine feminine and that she had been known throughout time by many names, including Hathor. She said she was not limited by one of these understandings of the feminine, but she was all of them, and that she had been suppressed, that the feminine had been suppressed in our world, and that when the star of Regulus aligns at dawn with the gaze of the Sphinx, the world will come into a new knowledge, and she would be waking up the hearts and minds of the people and restoring balance between the masculine and the feminine.
I added that in because here, let me cite my sources. Line is anticipated 2026 of Easter. Okay, with all that I've been seeing, I feel there is more that is going to be happening that's going to take the mask off of the suppression that has been going on within the divine feminines of this earth. In the video, Dr. Umar is talking about how this is not the year to be messing with women or like treating them wrong or anything like that because it will backfire on you bad. Osai Meiji is deeply associated with female spiritual power. I think that the industry, the elites, the government, or whatever, they're trying to like create some type of balance or like some type of fulfillment within the spiritual space by doing these tributes. What has awoken is not hearing none of that. Like this is one of those Matrix moments. Released the Matrix movie, this was like really going to open and expand the minds of like just humans. Because there needed to be a balance in the things that what has been happening on this planet. This is how the government has been evading its karma because like, you know, oh, we told you. We gave you CIA documents. We told you that this is a holographic universe, all of that stuff. Gave you the Matrix movie, still causing suppression and enslavement upon the minds of humans. Now this feminine energy is like, no. Just from what I'm reading, like just knowing the character and stuff like that. I don't know, y'all. Let's just see, because I feel like some more stuff could happen. Well, and then people are talking about a prophecy that's going to be in 2030, but that's when the CERN thing you're supposed to turn back on. Look, y'all know how I get down, okay? I'm going to my channel. I'm gonna record the video right now to go deeper, like, cause you already know. So I'm gonna see you there if you want to come, but just yeah, I just want to talk about it.
Haha, Chris Bledsoe, the man who caused a stir earlier this year with his Easter 2026 prophecy, which I don't need to tell you, didn't come true, obviously. And as always, the goalposts have been moved, as they always are, with the new alignment now being October 2026. We've watched this exact pattern play out before, a big prophetic date set, the silence when it quietly passes, and a shiny new one slotted in to keep the faithful hanging on. And I'm sure I'll be saying exactly the same thing when that time comes and we're still unfulfilled in the prophecy department.
NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers drops a massive and fears for his life after exposing this.
Alone. Leave us alone. Yeah, stop spying on me. Yeah. Get off my computer, get off my cameras, get off my Ring camera. Yeah, everywhere. Take down all this stupid CCTV cameras everywhere that are watching everything. They're everywhere. Because the next step to all of this, and people don't realize this, and this is the facts, is China and what's going on there. What? And social credit scores and entire life monitored. Like, that's where we're going. Slowly, Jordan Peterson said, was doing an interview and talked about how does, I can't remember what the conversation was, but I heard him say this. How does corruption take form when it's so obvious? It's slow movements. It's like barely inching towards, total corruption and obedience, where you don't really see it coming. Next thing you know, like, oh, I have no other option but to get a chip in my hand or have a social credit score that allows me to, fly in a plane. If I don't have a good one, then I got to ride on a bus or a train or a cab or, I can drive. They want all electric cars. I can just, shut that off at some point because your post on Facebook, kind of violated the government standard here. And also, we're going to freeze your bank account or only let you, eat at this restaurant. Eat at the, get groceries from this store, not like the nice, organic store. You have to eat this or eat insects or whatever the hell. The Oreo store. Yeah, we're not far from that if we don't, stand for civil liberties. And people always when I talk about, because I've always been a big proponent of Ed Snowden, and people are like, well, I have nothing to hide. And I'm like, that is the worst answer. Because I don't have anything to hide either. But I want my...
Ladies, gentlemen, sirs, ma'ams, non-binary, binary, I don't give a whole what you represent. I do not give a fuck what you represent. You breathing? Good for you. God damn it, I repent. How about how the fuck I'm sitting here just listening and I was sworn to secrecy? I ain't talking about this shit. However, comma, good copy. Look at these niggas just over here like, well, willy dilly dally. And it's like, yeah, I'm definitely on the government land. I sign my shit to these niggas. You, on the other hand, are an unprotected individual. You talking about some shit. Now it's kind of like, well, Are you confirming it by reacting like that, Tuck? Are you reacting to it because you know something, or are you just trying to be a YouTube streamer and get some money? I don't need none of this shit. I just enjoy informing individuals because what better platform where everyone's fucking focused, pay attention, and listening than to do it where you know that people are gonna sit up and pay attention and listen. No, I ain't said nothing. I ain't said shit. Contract's clean. However, the channel stands on, hey, why would I put out some bullshit? Now, there's times where we gotta make it Frosty Flakes. Just to make it, a little dancy-wancy. So it's like, oh man, this ain't nothing but some cupcakes. Meanwhile, if I let these bitches go in like hours because only real motherfuckers are gonna sit up and pay attention and listen to the deep message that's in this shit. I don't know how long and far we are into this video because I'm not watching time. I'm watching situations. But if you made it this far, this is how we communicate. Type in the number 86. 1986. How about that? Type in 1986. Just to show that you actually finished this fucking video. I don't know how long this shit's finna go, but that just lets me know that I have people that are actually paying attention. I want my classmates. And then I can start ranking individuals. It's not like you need a rank because I'm not God. However, if you're gonna build structure, you need to have structure. So I want to know who are the prominent players on the channel, because I can't control what you decide you're gonna click on your hot day or in your car or on your TV. I can't control what the fuck you're gonna watch. However, I can reach out and say, hey, if you read it this far, type in 33, type in 1986, and then say I'm responding because don't even type in a fucking number because numerology, everything's built off numbers. Type in, I made it this far. I made it this far, Tuck. I made it this far. That way, I know at least, even if you went fast forward, you saw that this is live. Not live, but you saw this as a video. If you was to fast forward and just say, I made it this far, I'll know at least you made it that far. You see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to gauge shit without artificial intelligence.
Privacy. And you don't understand. You think the government's just going to stop at what they're doing now? They're not going to stop with this. They're inching closer to being 1984, where they have a set in some sort of TV set in your house that watches you. Make sure you get up and do your 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups. We're going to watch every aspect of your life. We're going to give you a social credit score. We're going to create, the book to read. It was written in 1949. And how accurate it is today. Literally, the Ministry of Truth. We literally had a government organization that was censoring free speech and categorizing things as misinformation. There was a Ministry of Truth czar who was making decisions based on what they thought was acceptable language online, and all these fact checking. We're not far from 1949. From that book, 1984, which was written in 1949.
That's wild.
If we don't take a stand for our civil liberties.
Slow and intentional movements, and I mean that. There are no wrong moves, no errors, nothing unexpected. Everything that happens, everything that edges us ever closer to this dystopian future is done with intent and by design.
Now that CERN is shut down for 4 years, you're starting to see the resurgence of the yellow sun, which is the true ancient sun that sparked creation. Because the whole point of CERN is to understand human creation full spectrum. So when you go to the Holy Tablets, it speaks of a place called Ilium. So when you get into theological context, it's actually the personification of Ilium that sparked creation through the heavens, which is a place of paradise. The yellow sun is a metaphysical conscious amplifier that activates DNA. So you're not getting cyclopsoriasis from fruits and vegetables. The sun is trying to activate your physiology and get you right back acclimated to the true energy. Because that's what the great purification is all about. It's not only subjected to Mother Nature purging the lands, it's also talking about purging your physical vessel of the synthetic energy because you was under the synthetic sun.
I'm gonna give you this, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Kings and queens. Let me give you this. I don't give a fuck how far this shit goes, but that's what I got for you. I have a garden outside. That has been doing really well. I don't know what type of fucking light switch was activated, but it's just be poor management, getting too fucked up and drinking and not paying attention to those little holy souls that are outside trying to provide me with grapes, apples, and everything else. Here's what I got for you. Even though that I may have neglected just a tad bit, that is just not even, because I take care of my shit. The heat from this summer, where we at right now, 91, is, I mean, electricity does not like heat. They don't get along. Yeah, it'll fry your cell phone, it'll fry your TV, it'll fry everything. Heat and electricity do not get along. Now, heat in the garden. Of course, some of your sunflowers love the sun. When the sun starts yelling at plants, we got a problem. Because the sun's supposed to be like, here's your glow for the day. Not, motherfucker, why you didn't do your chores, man? I don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, I got to smoke some crack, and all of a sudden, I want to just drive your ass off a cliff. Y'all just hate you motherfuckers. Y'all just want to grow. I ain't got no money. The government to cut off all my motherfucking checks, and I ain't got no time to be just sunning and shit, getting fed. And that's what my garden looks like. Like, damn, when did the sun become so fucking angry? I mean, some plants is out there hanging in. I'm watching my security camera. I'm looking at them, but they're being toasted. I know it's a desert. What grows in the desert? A lot of things do grow in the desert. Don't listen to the hype. If you can grow some goddamn, I repent. If you can grow some fucking plants inside of a warehouse, because that's where half your lettuce is coming from, just like I grow inside the house. You guys want to watch? Should I do it? Put it in the chat if you want to watch me grow a plant inside of the RV. So that you can be like, you can name it and everything. And yeah, tell me. Let me know. I want to show you this shit so I can show you better than I can tell you. That sounds like a really great idea. Tuck, yes, let's move forward. Get a couple votes in there. And I will show you. I will grow a plant in front of you inside of a house. Okay? I think that's a cool idea. I want you guys to get into knowing that you own your shit. Do not depend on your...
And the synthetic sun is what threw you out of rhythm and balance. See, this is why it's imperative to understand microbiology and astrophysics, because they go hand in hand, because your DNA has to interface with the sun. See, this is why they play semantics with the public in the multimedia news. They try to tell you that it's a tick that's making people nonverbal. No, your mitochondrial DNA is being cut off because the eukaryotic cell cannot harmonize with the new energies that's coming from the yellow sun. You can't harmonize with it. And the yellow sun has the ability to engineer tachyon particles, which creates the Mandela effect through interface transitions, which is a glitch in the simulation. So that's why in nature, you're starting to see the resurgence of fireflies, June bugs, and dragonflies. Because everything in nature is acclimated to the energy of the true ancient yellow sun. The yellow sun is a judgment sun that creates the El Nino now weather. So when you get into theological context, it speaks of conflagration, which is the great purification, which is why you see the wildfires in Canada that can stretch to New York City. This is how you know you one of them chosen ones. If you was a little kid and used to draw the yellow sun at the top left corner, that was metaphysical, that was spiritual. You didn't do that by accident, because a 90-degree angle is actually the personification of resurrection. A 90-degree angle is a resurrection code, right? 90-degree angles, because a 90-degree angle that's interconnected to the sun, because the sun operates at angles of light or angels of light that sparks up the Elohim, the 144,000. So if you used to do that, that's how you know that you're one of the ones. And that is the reason why the true ancient energy is back. So welcome to the golden age, ladies and gentlemen.
So I guess it's just a coincidence that the people getting this explosive diarrhea were all traced back to the same companies and the same food items. I know what you're about to say, and yes, whilst I do believe there's something up with our sun, 100%, I don't think this is it.
Some of the people you're arguing with online could actually be these phones. This is called a phone farm. Hundreds of smartphones are mounted in racks and controlled from a single computer. With just one command, they can generate thousands of likes, follows, views, and comments across multiple accounts. Many of these farms are built using cheap secondhand phones, making them surprisingly inexpensive to operate. Today, AI can even generate realistic comments that are tailored to each post. Some are used to earn money through fake engagement. Others get paid by spreading spam, scamming, or pushing political campaigns across social media.
And there, my friends, is exactly why you should never give your energy to anything you see or hear online, period.
Find dead people underwater. Okay. Why would we be doing that, Sailor? Sailor, why would we be? Because that's a homie. I'm gonna go give him a birthday cake. What the fuck?
Everyone can agree these are not actually bodies underwater, right? Statues maybe, but definitely not bodies.
It's probably because I'm looking at it and like look away. There's a plane up there. Right, I can kind of see it flashing. Maybe it'll get struck by lightning. Maybe it's making the lightning go away.
Commercial aircraft are struck by lightning relatively frequently, on average about once or twice a year per plane. That works out to roughly 1 strike for every 1,000 flight hours. The more you know. The difference is, unlike the Amazon rainforest, you don't have to worry about being lost for too long in Antarctica because you won't be alive for too long.
Alright, we need a moment of silence right there. Alright, here's what I got for you. Shit. A lot of churches, a lot of skyrises, they try to manifest energy by towering themselves. Tower. If you do read tarot, I'm starting to understand some shit. They tower themselves into the heavens in order to try to seek energy, inner chi. So with that spire all the way at the top, what you're staring at is probably an energy generator because it's ascending into the heavens. And you know what a lightning strike does to things that have little attractive things from the above, so below, and you ground that church or any building that you reach into the heavens with, it's gonna get zapped. And that's where we have communion. We come together. It's like, regardless of what's happening outside, this building is filled with electricity. And we store it in batteries underground. You know what a pyramid is? I hope that made sense to whoever's watching. Damn, Tuck, you just made my brain explode. Probably. I ain't say enough. I ain't say enough. I'm just gonna let you just look at, different forms of batteries. I don't need to say enough. I think if you're smart, you can just listen to my voice and the resonance. You're like, yeah, Tuck, okay. I'm gonna rewind this shit and get a notepad, because I never thought about that. I know. Remember Nikola Tesla? He was trying to show everybody how you can get free electricity. You know what the government did? We can't get money off of people knowing how to get electricity from the sky. That's blasphemy. That's something in the Bible. If you've gone against God's word. Government and electric companies want to profit off of nature. Don't you see them profiting off of water right now? All the sources from God. There's always that little fucking funky ass dusty butt motherfucker that wants to profit off of something created that they didn't create. How do you create a market around some shit you have no control over? Because we're gonna figure out how to control it. Here, look, we can make clouds. You going to hell in a handbasket with a baby doll strapped to your throat, chewing on it. No, actually, I'm going underground. Yeah, you know what's gonna happen underground? If we live in hell, you go into the hottest place. You should be dancing in the moonlight with your homies, Patrick. Play. Everybody trying to get to heaven. Oh, hold on, blood. A person. Okay. So I was just giving you a sermon. That was coming from divine intervention, but hello, nigga, I did not ever see that before. Whoa. People with money get to travel around the world and get to see the miraculous entities and shit like that. Me personally, I'm just a nigga that's over here just trying to explain to you what comes through divine connection. And now you got video footage. It's like, is this AI? And that's where the confusion comes in. You will not be able to worship your own God because it's like, man, that was AI, nigga. God didn't ever just raise some nigga and let him walk on water. You're gonna be confused. AI, the Terminator, T1, T2, iRobot, the movies, they try to show you in plain sight. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. However, I know what I'm looking at. It's an energy thing that I was just referring to earlier. I just never seen it work, and I'm out. Nikola Tesla, he said you copper, mercury, yeah. They have free energy. They say you can have free electricity. That's why I'm about to do an experiment in my front yard because I'm that crazy, bro. Like, and then Men in Black gonna show up, and it's like, you know what? Surprise, motherfucker. It's premeditated. Tuck, don't do that stupid. I don't give a fuck. You better go pick up a book or read some shit. You can sit up here talking about you can't even access your motherfucking car because it's artificial intelligence controlled. Oh, you went over the speed limit. Now your car don't work. What you mean my car don't work? Click, click. Nope. You forgot to pay your monthly subscription to operate your vehicle. Now we remotely controlled your shit. So y'all can turn my car off from the dealership? Oh. I just said Tesla, so. It's beautiful. That's actually beautiful. Those are sound chambers? I bet you just went woo, watch what happened. Damn, if you play around with Earth, bro. That's why I like making music and cooking. There's so much more than just shooting a nigga in the head, bro. I promise you that. Y'all niggas need to tap in. Water, earth, energy, air. Tap in. Don't let the government control you, bro. Tap into, look. Who made everything in Egypt? Who made my fucking palace? There's more. You worried about what Cardi B is wearing today. Cat confirms. You might as well just go pick up find your nearest tree or plant, cut it, and start looking at it very closely. Look at how it's been surviving. Look at its veins, its arteries, look at the texture. Look at that shit. How'd they do that without modern technology? were more capable than what has been presented.
There is absolutely, and I mean absolutely, no logical or reasonable explanation that any paid historian or archaeologist could give that would possibly explain beyond all doubt how these structures came to be and how they're still standing. And don't even come at me with a hammer and chisel and patience horse manure default explanation, because, well, look, there is no universe in which that level of intricacy could ever be achieved with a hammer and a chisel. And if so, show me someone who can do it now.
Crowley aspired to be an upper-class gentleman. He was a lot of things, but he wasn't a Satanist. Black magic, and he writes very eloquently about it, is really for extremely low-level purposes, for instance, to make your neighbor's cows sick, things like that. It's really low-energy stuff. Black magic grimoires are contemptible. Magic is certainly the highest philosophy, but not black magic. To confuse the two is fatal. Sometimes people take you seriously. That's how Crowley developed a really bad reputation. He played parts, I totally understand that, because he was playing to the gallery, playing at being the wickedest man in the world. I mean, it's so ridiculous. I can't find the right words to say how much I despise this kind of tabloid journalism. They were the ones who went after him and who convinced the public at large that Crowley was a Satanist and so on. He had a wicked sense of humor, and he did extremely amusing things. For instance, he made a very large bet that he had to take 11 other people out to dinner. It was his invitation, but at the end of the day, someone else would pick up the tab. The way he did it was when the tab came, he pulled out £1,000 bill. In those days, it's the equivalent of $250,000 of today. Nobody could provide change for that kind of money, so somebody else picked up the tab. And on it went through a week of the best restaurants, and this huge bet was won that way.
I've had so many back and forths with people about Aleister Crowley, his ideologies, what he stood for, and what his purpose was, and that of his order, and how he was in no way ever linked to or a practitioner of Satanism. If you were around for the deeper dives into the occult orders back in... I think it was a couple of months ago. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me